What's going on, everyone? Thanks for jumping on this live stream. We're going to try to have a fun episode this time, and that's going to be the hot takes, where we're going to roll through just a whole bunch of just random topics on bourbon, whiskey, rye, the community, things like that, distilleries, and hopefully debate it with everyone. Before we get started, though, I got some pinned comments. One of them, within the same pinned comment, there's a link that links you to our Google form for the winner of tonight's giveaway, which again is going to be 5 sample bottles. We like doing 5 sample bottles. I think y'all like the 5 sample bottle giveaway. So we're going to rock and roll with the 5 sample bottle giveaway right forever. Where else are you going to go and you're going to find somebody giving away 5 sample bottles every live stream? I mean,
you're not
very often. I mean, you'll find a few, you'll find 2, you'll find 1. You might find some that are giving away a lot, but also within that pinned comment, there's a link to StreamYard. We would like to open up the invite for anyone and everyone to hop on and, get on camera with us, get on the live stream with us, share a pour with us. Maybe show some of your favorite bottles, show what you're pouring tonight, and things like that. We'd love to have anybody and everybody on. So first and foremost, before we get into anything else, mention what I'm pouring. I actually poured up the 10-year Mayor Pingree. This is the pick that we got in Michigan. This was on the last live stream, so it's nothing new to y'all, but I did pour that up to revisit that bottle to see if it got any better, because once we purchased it, we got to doing a little bit more research on it, and we realized that it's nothing more than 10-year MGP. So, hey, that's good. MGP puts out a lot of great things, but there's really nothing really special about this when it comes to the juice, the distillate. So,
yeah,
it was okay when we cracked it. I mean, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. But definitely wanted to go back to it. So that's what I'm pouring up and sampling on tonight.
Yeah, I'm polishing off a pour here of the Jack Daniel's 10. This is this year's batch, so it's going to be batch number 5, 97 proof. Pretty good bottle. It is the lowest tier of their annual 10, 12, and 14. We do have a bottle of the 12 here we haven't opened yet, so we're excited to eventually open that one.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm starting off with tonight.
So that's with that banner running down there. I think what I'm seeing and what everybody else is seeing, and probably like right there, doesn't cut off any of the bottle. I want y'all to really see these bottles. And then I'm going to have to step off camera here for a second because I got to turn a fan on the camera. But that way it doesn't overheat on us. I mean, as y'all know, our live streams have a tendency to run a little long. And these 4K cameras, they can build up some heat. So Husky Dog, cheers, buddy. Thank you so much for joining again. So far, Husky Dog's been on all of our live streams. I don't think he's missed a single one of them yet. So
welcome back.
We appreciate you. The support is awesome. The friendship is amazing. Thank you. So I'm gonna turn the fan on real quick.
All right. Mr. Whiskey Dog himself.
Mr. Whiskey Dog.
Husky Dog, what are you pouring tonight?
There we go. There we go. Got it up and running. So again, we're going to have the 5 sample giveaway. So we're going to have a race again, kind of like we do every live stream. We know which style race we're going to run. If anybody wants to drop any guesses as we go through this live stream down in the comment section as to what style race we're going to do, what characters or animals or mascots or whatever it's going to be, drop it in the comments. But looking over here to my left, there's going to be a few extra items added into this live stream giveaway as well. It's I'll just say it's whiskey bourbon related. It is not whiskey or bourbon itself, but it is related, and it's really cool items that we'll talk about a little bit more as we get into this. So we got some viewers showing some love there. FOMO Bourbon, what's up? Hey, good to have you on this live stream. I appreciate your support. Toasted Goat. Again, we're getting a lot of people just coming back. Some regulars. We appreciate all. This is awesome. We have a whole lot of fun just doing videos in general, but live streams is like on a completely different level because we're able to sit here and interact with you all versus just coming behind a camera and cracking some bottles, doing a review, trying to do our best to give you all our thoughts and stuff like that on it. Being able to interact. This is really cool. This is almost better than just doing regular review videos.
Yeah, this is where it's at for sure. In review videos, we sit here, talk to each other, we talk to a camera, no feedback.
Yep.
No feedback till what, 2 or 3 weeks later when the video goes up.
Right.
And even then, it's not much feedback.
Right. Not yet.
This is immediate feedback. Pretty cool.
So if there's anyone on here that is not subscribed to our channel just yet, please subscribe, like this. I know YouTube's got like a newer thing going on. It's that hype button. It'd be a huge help. And of course, share this with everybody you know that may like to join in on a live or just watch our whiskey reviews, tours, hunts, picks, all that good stuff. So Husky Dog says he's not sure what he's drinking yet. Well, I think it's 5 o'clock, at least 5 o'clock where you're at. I think it's time to figure out what you want to pour out. JD single barrel for me tonight. I tell you, I've noticed that too. Cali Cat loves that JD rye. I've seen that on here on previous live streams. Let's go. Just Coors Banquet. Okay, so not whiskey, but nice cold beer. There's nothing wrong with that.
Can't go wrong with a banquet.
No. Old Elk 8-year weeded.
That's a good one.
Look, that's DJ. DJ, hey buddy. Glad to have you on here. And for everyone else that's on here, like DJ is a really good friend of ours. He's actually gone on a couple different barrel picks with us here lately. A couple of them, one of them has been quite interesting. Picked some great barrels, and then the other at Starlight, that was phenomenal. A phenomenal distillery to pick from. We will get into more details on our distillery picks that we've done as well. And like BJ, I don't know. I mean, if you want the link's there. If you want to hop on this live with us, click the link. I'll see when you come on, and I can add you in here if you want to get in and you want to talk as well about your recent experiences with distillery picks with us. Just did a shirtless piggyback chug and now pouring Starlight Mizunara. Okay, so like literal shirtless piggyback chug. I mean, we have some Whistle Pig. But,
is that what they mean?
I mean, that's what I'm taking from that. I mean, I've never chugged it. I've never done it shirtless. So, then Starlight Mizunara. Okay, that is a great bottle. Absolutely great bottle. Busy night, just beer for me. No worries. No worries. Glad to have you. Just glad to have you. Decide it will be an Old Forester Blue Label. Okay.
Great.
Yeah. What proof? What Rick House and floor level are you pouring? And then would love to hear your thoughts on that specific bottle with whatever one you have. I'm subbed up. Thank you.
That.
Let's hit that. Yep, definitely. Thank you for supporting us. It means a lot. Drink up, bitches. We got. I mean, if you're referring to us, we got
plenty.
And I'm staring down at a few phenomenal bottles over here to Mr. Neat's right, and I'm looking at 4. What I'm thinking is going to be pretty good bottles here to my left. We do have basically like another unboxing from Proof and Wood. They love sending us stuff. we're hoping to be able to line up a pick there anytime now. But we got some bottles that I've never seen or heard of until we got these. And then when I did a little bit of research on them, it seems like they're fairly common in the sense that you can order them from their website. Show some more love there. Later, have to get going. Well,
appreciate you stopping in, man.
Appreciate you stopping in. You will leave Starlight just obliterated. DD is a must when picking there. You're not lying. We actually did really good though. But all right, so let's just go ahead and talk about that pick a little bit. So, which are the whole tour and pick and everything will be up on our channel before too long. The barrel we picked is probably at this point, it could be, I don't know, let's just say 5 to 6 weeks out. We got something extremely unique. We're not going to go into a ton of detail as to like, what we picked and kind of like how we picked that one.
Okay.
Mr. Reed knows what I'm talking about. But I will say that, the grounds are amazing. You go there, I think they got like 800 acres. There's so many other like sub businesses within Starlight, like the ice cream parlor. It's like
farmers market, like all kinds of stuff.
It's like a Huber's ice cream parlor. They got a farm market. They got all kind of stuff. Absolutely amazing. And you could, it's not like going to Buffalo Trace where you got to go through like a check-in,
right?
Like nothing at all. You pull up. You park and you can, willfully just walk through their other little sub businesses they have on their property, as well as going into their gift shop. And and so the pick after we did the tour, which the tour is really, really cool. We did not get to see like, all their rick houses and stuff like that, because they have a bunch. I think they're at like, I don't know, like 9, 10 or 11 different rick houses is how many they have. But, we did get to go to their main rick house that they move all their finished barrels, like their barrels that are just ready to go, that they've tasted them. They're aged to perfection. The pallets are amazing. They move all those down into this one specific rick house that holds about 250 barrels. You go there with the ambassador, I guess you could kind of say, which his name is Andrew, by the way. And Andrew at Starlight, absolutely amazing guy. Awesome meeting him. But, they don't already have barrels laid out for you, like 3 barrels laid out for you. You get to go through, hey, this is what we picked for you to try. You pick the best of these. It's not like that. No, like 250 barrels in there. You can give some ideas as to like what you're looking for. And then Andrew, for example, will run around through that rick house and find those barrels that match, that kind of meet the nose and the palate that you're looking for, and proof and age and things like that, or finish or non-finish. And Andrew's literally running around, climbing the ricks, all kind of stuff with a thieve in hand, thieving, into a big glass, coming around, passing around. I think we tried like 8.
Yeah.
I believe we tried 8 before we even broke for lunch. So we tried 8. We broke for lunch, and then Mr. Neat, you just take it from there, because I could keep on rambling. You take it from there, like the process after we tried those 8.
Yeah.
We obviously narrowed it down to a few, but
yeah, right. So we had 8 barrels that we had tried. All kinds of different barrels, from light whiskeys to bourbons to ryes to cognac finishes, all kinds of different stuff. But we narrowed it down to a few that we really liked. We couldn't decide. The group was all split. There's DJ.
Yep.
Group was all split. So we broke for lunch, had some food. Food was actually really good. That whole bar grill thing set up there was pretty cool. 8, came back, went upstairs and tried everything again.
Mm-hmm.
And we went, what did we end up with? 5 different samples? Yeah, 5 different samples.
And real quick, and DJ, in case you want to talk to everybody, I think you did beat yourself, but I think you're good now. Okay.
Yeah.
So DJ was there with us, but yeah, we narrowed it down, went back upstairs, tried all the things we narrowed it down to and liked, plus 2 additional.
That's right.
So we asked Andrew to grab us a couple ryes, because everything that we were trying in the rick house was all bourbon. we wanted to try a couple ryes, potentially a couple unique ryes. So while we broke for lunch, he found a couple banger ryes. I'll say we did not end up picking a rye, but he did bring up a couple banger ryes, and we had to blind all these, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we blinded the 3 bourbons, and that we narrowed it down to, and we blinded the 2 ryes. There was a double oaked rye on there that fooled me entirely. And I'll admit it to everybody right now, it fooled me entirely that it drank like a bourbon. I thought it was one of the 3 bourbons that we narrowed down to from the 8 initially. Phenomenal. Like even the standard rye was really good. But I'm going to read this comment, and if you want to finish through walking them through like how we wrap that up. And then DJ, look, if you got anything you want to add, I see you sitting there enjoying a nice stick, by the way.
Always.
Anything you want to add? Because, by the way, everybody, DJ was there with us, as already mentioned. So, DJ, feel free to fill us in on anything as well. But comment I got up on the screen. So, it's a thing in one of my groups, tradition and stupid, fun nonetheless. Okay, I had to pull out the truffle shuffle. You want to hop on camera and show everyone the truffle shuffle? But... but yeah, Mr. E, go ahead and kind of wrap up that Starlight pick.
Yeah, so we went upstairs. We had our 5 samples in front of us. We had to blind them. Andrew wouldn't tell us what everything was until we went through everything and decided a winner. Like we didn't even get to go through them all and then decide or figure out what they were. We had to pick a winner. So there was a straight rye, a double oak rye, and then 3 different bourbon samples.
Yeah,
some of the ryes drank like bourbons, and it was really confusing for quite a few of us. I will say the group was pretty split in the beginning, and everybody started leaning towards one side. Some of us were hanging off the edge a little bit, but we did end up picking a really good barrel. Really super unique too. Like not something that you're gonna go pick up on the shelf. Like, yeah, I can go get 8 other bottles like that. You're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
No,
you're not gonna do that. The only way you're gonna find a bottle like ours is to just go back and buy another one.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely like very unique, and the process that we ended up going about it is very, very unique, and we'll eventually release that to everybody. But right now, you're just going to have to trust us that this is a very good, very unique Starlight, like very, very good. Once the barrel lands, we'll put out some information about it that it's out, and unfortunately, you can't order and have it shipped. But you know, hey, if you want to make the trek to Northern Kentucky, it'll be there. Oh my God, it's awesome. Like the upfront palate notes were crazy, which I mean, I'll go ahead and drop some of the upfront palate notes that I was pulling. And again, everybody keep in mind that this was a straight bourbon. This is a non-finished product. It's not a high rye. It's not a rye. It's just straight bourbon. Coming in with some decent age. Was about 8 years old, 127 proof. Let's just call it that. Had a lemon drop note on it. So not a youthful or kind of like really like a rye type lemon or citrus. It was a nice lemon drop candy on an old straight bourbon whiskey. Yeah. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Never tasted that before.
No, never. DJ, what do you got to add about that pick? Like what stood out to you?
It's just a unique pick. I mean, it's going to be a unique bourbon. Again, you guys have hit all the high notes there. I mean, I've never had that flavor before. The nose on it was wonderful, and just the finish, all around. It's going to be a great bottle when it comes out, and I can't wait to get my hands on it and share with my friends.
Yeah, and the price is going to be crazy good too, because you know those Starlight picks really don't MSRP that high. So this is going to be a phenomenal barrel. Is excellent age, excellent proof, unique palate. And then once it drops and y'all learn the process that we went through is to make this, which is something that Starlight usually does not do. But we were able to make that happen along with the partnership that we have with Good Spirits in Northern Kentucky. Yeah. Absolutely crazy. So Husky Dog says it's the 129.4. So nice proof. So J4. Okay, so J4, so kind of right there in the middle of the rig. Mm-hmm. Jay puts out some nice bottles. Honestly, I don't think any of them put out any bad ones, but Jay definitely puts out some good ones. but 4. Okay, so right in the middle. Definitely be excited to read a follow-up here shortly as to your full take on that. If you like it, you love it, it's okay, and maybe some of your palate notes. When I did a pick there, we did a 5-year rye and a 4 roses honey barrel finish rye. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so with those 8 barrels that we tried, there were some of them that were finishes that we tried. So we tried a champagne finish. That was crazy unique. But nothing that we really wanted to bring back, but it was good in its own way. Because it's not like the typical finish that you come across, like a champagne finish.
Yeah, right.
Come on. It was crazy. I mean, you definitely got that champagne note on there. It was quite good. It was quite good. I'd have to say I like that champagne finish better than some regular just like wine finishes.
Yeah, it was much lighter.
Yeah.
It wasn't just thick and like dark, basically.
Yeah.
Much brighter.
So that's cool.
Flavor.
So a 5-year rye and a 4 roses honey barrel finish rye. Damn. Nice picks. Andrew is the shit. Yeah. Andrew is awesome. If I ever go back again, if we ever go back again, hopefully Andrew's floating around there somewhere.
Literally.
Which we do have a sample. We got a sample of our pick on the way. It should be in the mail. Unfortunately, it did not arrive today in time for this live stream because I was really hoping it'd be here, be able to show you all, crack it open and just try it in front of y'all, which I guess that's probably really no fun for y'all watching me try a phenomenal pick, but it is what it is, I guess. He will climb to the top to get you a sample. We went when the inside of the rick house was 120. Okay, so it was like 101 or 102 degrees while we were there, and that was at like 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So we were sweating like crazy, but you know what? That great bourbon made it worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly could have stayed out there probably all day in that heat, even because of the great bourbon.
No, yeah, just pulling samples all day. Whew.
Oh yeah.
Not much of a better way to spend a day.
They have a great ice wine finish. Okay, we did not get to try that one. We did get to try a distillery only release, and it was their wheated whiskey, which DJ on here, he bought the last bottle that they had available. We all did get to sample it though, like the entire picking group. We got to try it at the bar, free of charge too, which was cool. And it's solid. And at the time they had 2 bottles left. We went and did our pick, wrapped up our pick and everything, came back down, and somebody had snatched 1 bottle of it, so there was 1 left. And luckily DJ got his hands on that one. So that's not going to be out here tonight, but that will be in our outro video wrapping up that Starlight pick. We'll be like DJ was nice enough to hand that over to us, by the way. I didn't include that, but yeah. DJ was nice enough to hand that over to us. Let's bring it back here to the studio bar to where we could crack it, do a little review on it. So we're going to do a kind of a short review in the outro to that Starlight pick. So be on the lookout for that. But ice wine, I bet that's actually really good. 10 Joules gold coin. Any idea what that means, Mr. Neat? DJ, what the hell does that mean? 10 Joules gold coin.
I have no idea on that one. Not sure.
Yeah, Starlight just released their 10-year this week too. Yes, so we've been seeing their 10-year around for a while, right? So did they just release it in your area?
Might have been this year's. It's this year's.
Or this year's. Okay. Yep. That's what it is. Okay, so we seen the other 10-year. Been reluctant to pick that up.
Oh, you know what? We were there.
I know.
We were there, dude. They had it. We should have been like, hey, can we get a sample of that? Dude, we were there.
I know. And there actually, you know what? There was another one that I'm kicking myself in the ass for not trying, but on the 10-year real quick. So reluctant to buy it because of the MSRP on it. It's just kind of high. So
$60.
But another thing about the picks there, so I don't know if they do this just with the tours. If you go there and you just do a tour, if they give you any type of discount, but we were able to actually get a 20% discount on everything in the gift shop, including bottles, which is stellar. So I'm like double kicking myself in the ass right now because damn it, I could have saved 20% off of a 10-year. But here's the other one that I'm massively kicking myself in the ass over is I did not try the Sakura finish.
Oh yeah.
The Sakura was sitting right there.
We both
like we all seen it. Like DJ, like you seen it on the shelf too. That Sakura was sitting there. Oh my god!
I thought we asked him if we could try something in the barrel house too, though, and he wouldn't let us. It wasn't.
Yeah,
ready.
we did. Well, we asked. So we popped the question to see if we could pick a Sakura.
Yeah,
and that he said was like, no, we can't. We're not doing any picks on the Sakura.
Yeah,
but it was on the shelf to buy. We had a discount on them, and I'm sure we could have went to the bar and tried them, and we didn't. Damn it! Looks like we gotta go back to Starlight.
We'll go tomorrow.
I mean, I'm not opposed to going back. That place is freaking crazy good. So
wonderful facility too. I mean, there's everything they have there. The food was great, and then you have the produce stand across the street from their, whatever you want to call it, where their tasting room and stuff was.
So maybe these jewels are gifts that I guess that you can send. I mean, we're not super familiar with all the stuff that you could do within YouTube. Obviously we know super chats and stuff, but there's those gifts or something you could send. I don't know what the 1,000 jewels, the GOAT trophy is, but it sounds freaking amazing. It sounds great. So, Grant, thanks for sending us 1,000 jewels or whatever the hell that means. FOMO Bourbon says, "Damn it, DJ." and again, we're trying to get caught up on this. So this was, let's see, that would have been a few minutes ago.
So what I do, FOMO?
Yeah, tell him, FOMO. Tell him what he did.
I did something.
Maybe it's not what he did.
This is the second 10-year release. Okay, yeah. So just like Mr. Neat said, yeah, the second one. It's the only distiller I know that does a percentage off when doing a barrel pick.
Yeah.
I mean, we've gotten like a couple other offers before, but they're not nearly like 20%. They're like 10% at best or something like that.
Right.
And then even then, it's not on bottles, but it's on merch. It's like glasses, barware, the stuff that's cool, but the stuff that we're not there to bring back home. We're there to bring back some nice bottles or barrels. So yeah, 20% off on everything. Insane. Starlight is doing it right. I will say that. And that's going to be in our outro. I mean, Starlight is freaking doing it right.
I will say, after going to their grounds, like even before we went down there, like I've never been like a big Starlight fan. Like, they got some good bottles and stuff. But like after going and seeing their grounds and actually talking to those folks, like I'm more like pressed now to go buy one of their bottles when it comes out than I was before.
Yeah.
Like you guys will see it in the tour when you watch it, but they have a very like small production operation. Like they don't have a lot of room to like produce mash, ferment and all that fun stuff. It's very small in comparison to some other places. And yet you see them in every store you walk into.
Everywhere. Yeah, right.
They do not have a lot of room, and they are doing so much every single day.
So ice cream is the best thing there at Huber's. So the person that runs the Good Spirits in Crescent Springs, her name is Patty, by the way. Love you, Patty. Someone actually, I think it was a distributor, recommended the ice cream, and unfortunately she didn't get to go into or she just chose not to go into the ice cream parlor shop there. And I think she's kicking herself in the ass for doing that. But I could imagine, based on everything else we've seen and experienced at Starlight, I bet their ice cream is phenomenal. I mean, we went in their farm market, and look, I don't want to like drag this pick on forever because we want to get into some of these hot takes. I mean, this is what this live stream is about. But in their farm market, get their peaches and stuff like that. DJ actually bought some two-handed peaches. Like, I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. Not the average peach. I mean, two-handed peaches. So damn near the size of grapefruits. Absolutely crazy. So Husky Dog, thank you so much. Yes, hit that like button, everybody. Yep, or whatever that means. DJ snagged the last weeded bottle. Okay, so damn it, DJ.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Oh, that's funny. Somebody had to grab that last bottle.
I wasn't going to let it. I mean, I'm a weeded guy, so I wasn't going to let it sit there. I had to get it.
I got 1,000 free jewels from YouTube, so I guess they are like a super chat. Cheers. I have no idea, but you know what, Grant? We're going to put you down for a super chat. Whatever. Anybody else got 1,000 jewels? Anyone else give us 1,000 jewels for a super chat to get in on this race for the samples? Hey, go ahead. Obviously, Venmo's preferred, and we're doing that whole thing again. $5 for one, 10 for three, 15 for four, 20 for five, so on and so forth. You get those bonus entries. So, Mr. Neat, so I got a list pulled up on my phone. This is the hot takes that we just kind of want to put out there. And we want to go through the comments, and we'll give you our takes on these hot takes, our opinions. We want to hear your all's opinions. And DJ, feel free to share as well your take on any of these hot takes. So we only got 2 other comments here, and then we're going to rock and roll on that. And I'm also going to crack one of these bottles on my left while Mr. Neat starts to read one of these hot takes. So what are your opinions on mixed drinks with bourbon? Old-fashioned, Manhattan, Kentucky Mule. Is it okay to mix nice bourbon with it? Or what is the cutoff from a price point? Okay, so Grant, that is a really good question. So, I mean, our take overall, or my take overall on mixed drinks is like, hey, it's fine. Mixed drinks are great. Like, there's some very good mixed drinks. I love an old fashioned. Manhattans are okay. Kentucky Mules, I'm not a big ginger person, but Kentucky Mules aren't bad either. But so the I guess the grade or the quality of bourbon cutoff price. So I put price out the window. Man, I don't know. Like I'm a huge Old Forester 100 fan when it comes to some mixers.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get a 1 liter bottle. Well, yeah, you can get a 1 liter bottle, good price. And that is a good everyday either sipper or mixer.
Right.
DJ bailed, I guess. I don't know what happened. Device not connected. Maybe we lost DJ. Let's see if we can get him back on or something. But Mr. Neat, what's your take on that question?
Not a big mixed drink guy. Personally, I'd rather drink it neat. But if I'm going to have a mixed drink, which I do have from time to time, I got to have some proof in it. So like Benchmark Foolproof is a great option.
That is good.
$20. You get the proof to come with it. It stands up to the mixing, right? So if you put like a 90 proof Buffalo Trace into a mixed drink, you don't really get a lot of the bourbon out of it, in my opinion. So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to use either like a Sazerac Rye Foolproof or like a Benchmark Foolproof. Keep the price kind of down a little bit because you are mixing it, right? So you're using quite a bit of it at a time.
Uh-huh.
Not really a price cutoff. If you have a nicer bottle that you don't really care for, well, then it naturally becomes a really good mixer.
Right. Yeah.
I guess really, Grant, the big thing is it's up to you. What's your price cutoff? Where are you at?
Right.
Doesn't matter. I mean, we'll share our opinions all night, but at the end of the day, man, it's up to you.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's budget's different. So,
Right.
We've purchased literally thousands of bottles. So at this point, I'll look back on some $100, $150 bottles, and it doesn't really seem that bad anymore. When I was first starting to really get big into whiskey, obviously I was staring down at some $50, $60 bottles, and like, wow, that's seems a little steep.
Yeah.
But now, so I mean, it really just depends on your budget and things like that, and your palate. So what do you think is just too good on a palate neat, or with a little water with some ice or whatever, that you don't want to do essentially a finish with it? Because I mean, it's not exactly a finish, but you're adding additional flavors to that. So
Right. I mean, you're furnishing a cocktail with it.
right. Yep. Exactly. DJ, what's your go-to for like a mixer?
I don't really have a go-to. I mean, I think I go back to what you guys were saying was like, if it's something that you really enjoy, just neat, and that you want to share with family and friends, then in that format, I probably wouldn't use it as a mixture. Again, I know it's just budget. It's what your budget is, what you can afford, what you want to use. I like a higher proof. I agree with Mr. Neat. I mean, I want a little more proof in my mixture just so I taste the bourbon.
I like a lot of proof as well. again, that Old Forester 100, that is just.
Oh, it's
I think it's
Old
like
Forester, yeah.
it's like a safe. It's like in the safe zone. Like it's not too low approved. It's not too high. Which in my book, there's nothing too high. I mean,
titanium.
yeah, right. Yeah, I think 100 is good for the price too, and you're getting such a big bottle for that as well. So the gifts help boost the channel. Oh, that's cool. Well, anybody that's got them to send them. We'll give you an entry if you send them over. Then drink it how you like it. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, drink what you like what you drank.
That's all it boils down to.
You want to put Heaven Hill 20 or something in your cola. Hey, I mean, DJ shaking his head like, hey, right, but if that's what you like, I guess.
If you got it to spend it, do what you got to do.
Yep. Looking forward to getting one of your Starlight Pick bottles or two. We're looking forward to getting some of them also, and we'll keep everybody posted as to when those are hitting. So I'm going to wrap these two comments. Anybody else's comments that come in, we might have to get back to you because I want Mr. Neat to kick off some of these hot takes. And we have a long list of them. We're definitely not making it through all these, but maybe Mr. Neat can find one that's kind of maybe a little touchy to everybody. So $40 max per bottle on mixers, weeded for citrusy, rye for good fall winter mixes. Okay. Wild Turkey 101 is a good, yes. Wild Turkey 101 is a good shelfer just all around.
Yeah.
I mean, I could pour up some 101 and just sip on it. But I'm all for drinking it how you like it, regardless of what it is. Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. So, all right, Mr. Neat, what's the first hot take?
Yeah. So I'm going to start off here. The secondary market. Is it ruining the bourbon scene?
So
there's quite an argument that it might be ruining the bourbon scene for us drinkers.
Right. So go into some detail as to what the secondary market is. Like, what does that mean?
Oh, like bare bones secondary market?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What is it?
Secondary market. For anyone who is not familiar with the secondary market, it is. There's a couple different levels of secondary market, right? So first part of secondary market would be you or your buddy buying a bottle from a distillery, taking it outside of the parking lot, and selling it to another person. That is considered a secondary sale. Other secondary would be like a liquor store in a non-controlled states like Kentucky, Indiana, Michigan, a bunch of other states. They get a bottle in, they obviously pay, the retail cost for it, and then they mark it up, typically way high, and you come in, you want the bottle.
Yep.
Maybe you want it bad enough to pay their ridiculous price.
Right.
And you buy it.
So basically, the way I look at it is like the first example of the secondary market you gave of somebody going and standing in line at a distillery, or maybe they get lucky and they walk into a retail store that has MSRP prices and they find some allocation or some highly sought after bottles and they take them out in the parking lot and sell them to somebody, or they take a crotch shot of them and put them online and sell them in a bourbon group for 2 or 3 times the price.
Yeah.
I think that, in my opinion, that's ruining all of it, because then that gives these other non-controlled state retailers a reason to mark their prices up so high, because they know people are flipping them on a secondary for that price. They can do the same thing. And I think it's bullshit. Plain and simple. Anybody got any thoughts, anything different? Or if you agree, drop it. This is the hot takes. I think it's bullshit. Secondary is fucking ruining it. So,
Yeah. I personally, I agree. I mean, obviously, we've utilized the secondary market numerous times, unfortunately. But for us drinkers out there who actually buy a nice bottle from a distillery or a store and then take it back home and crack it and actually enjoy it, it's really ruining the game. I mean, you got to think. Let's look at any one of these bottles up here, right? So, I mean, Jack Daniel's 10, for example, right? We got lucky on this one. We got this for MSRP at an Ohio drop. For anyone who doesn't, though, you're going to pay. I mean, you'll pay cost and a half for this bottle,
right,
at least, just to have it.
Yep.
I mean, that's an extra $50 out of your pocket that you could just have. You could have the extra $50 hanging out in your pocket to go buy another bottle or just keep your money. And I mean,
yeah, and these retailers would not be marking up these prices like this if it wasn't for these secondary bourbon groups and stuff like that. These flippers and stuff, getting the amount of money that they're getting out of these, retailers are going to see it and catch on, especially if they're in a non-controlled state. And it just makes it harder for the consumer, the one who wants to get their hand on a bottle, crack it, enjoy it, share it with friends, share it with family, whatever. Pour it in Coke, I don't give a shit. But either way, you're drinking it. It makes it hard for us to get our hands on that bottle unless we pay $400 for an $80 bottle or something like that. It's just crazy. Okay, so we got a comment. No, secondary market helps drive what these distilleries are putting. I don't think so. Proof and Point is the CGF turkey. The whole foil. Okay,
can I jump on this one?
You go ahead. Mr. Neat wants to hop on this one.
I would strongly disagree with you. That cheesy gold foil was going to fly off the shelf everywhere, whether the secondary market existed or not. Right? I mean, frankly, we would have loved to get 2 bottles of that. You know what we didn't do?
We didn't get.
We didn't get 2 bottles. Why didn't we get 2 bottles? Because of the secondary market. Everybody logged on to that website. They were on there at 5 a.m. for like a 10 a.m. drop. Waiting. Refreshed. The store popped up at 10 a.m. They grabbed the bottles. Within minutes, they were already posted as if they had the bottles already, even though they had to ship from Turkey.
Right.
Like,
and they won't really turn in flipping those for. What are those going for secondary?
Like $1,000.
That is crazy.
They retail for, I mean, they were high retail. They were, what's retail on that? Like four something?
There's no bottle out there worth $1,000. There's no bottle out there worth $1,000. Like, come on. And the thing is, I mean, there's people paying it because FOMO. I mean, they want it. It's supposed to be great. You got the hypers out there too, which that's another one of the hot take in this list somewhere. But you got people that are hyping bottles too that may not know what the fuck they're talking about. But
the cheesy go full MSRP is $400.
Okay.
So already a high MSRP, right? So the people who are going to buy that are going to be the people who are going to drink it, because no one's going to pay $400 for something that's going to sit on a shelf. Well, someone may, and that's a whole other topic on here. But majority of the people who are going to buy that are going to drink it, right? It's going to sit on a shelf like this. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but most of the things on this shelf are open because we drink them. So no, I completely disagree. That cheesy gold foil was going to fly, whether you flippers grabbed it or whether we grabbed it to enjoy it.
So it helps to drive what these distilleries are putting out. I mean, but in limited quantities is honestly what that is driving. They know what these flippers and these other retailers are going to do to these bottles in secondary, and it's going to drive attention. It's going to drive attention to these distilleries. I mean, for those that already into whiskey and stuff like that, are we willing to even into whiskey enough to spend $400? They already know about it. I mean,
they don't need the flippers help.
Yeah, we don't need any flippers help. That's just.
I mean, the only thing that really drives is how many times you see it posted on your Facebook, on your page, because of all the bourbon groups you're in. That's all it really drives.
So now, Bruce Russell specifically stated the reason they come out with the latest limited edition. Now people need to quit buying from these stores that front as museums. I mean, I'll go in there and hunt them or something, but I usually don't really buy a whole lot of stuff from these museums, these museum stores. So that's the specific reason they come out with those limited editions. I won't be buying them. Well, so I'm getting ready to crack this bottle right here from Proof and Wood. So this is one of them that they sent to us. This is the Proof and Wood Polish whiskey. Never heard of a Polish whiskey from them. It's 100% rye, aged 8 years, and the bottle is called The Stranger. It's coming in at 105 proof. Distilled from 100% rye in Poland and aged in the USA in ex-bourbon and ex-rye barrels. It's a 10-barrel batch, so that's an extremely small batch. But it is 100% rye. Let's see how this is going to be.
pop.
Good pop on that. Secondary has been taking a huge hit lately. Good.
Screw them. I hope it does. I hope it continues to go down. I've been watching. I mean, we've been watching it for a while now. Just watch like the Wellers. Like you can on secondary groups in Ohio, Weller Foolproof's been sitting at 160 to like 180 for months. I mean, maybe almost a year. I mean, now they'll go for what, 90 to $100.
Yeah,
I love it. I love watching these flippers lose money.
So
I love it.
So DJ Husky Dog, looks like y'all are being asked for your take on the secondary markets.
I don't like the secondary market. I think it's ruining the hobby. I think it does with everything that's out there. You look, and I have a young kid, so you look at the Pokemon, and I'll just use that as an example. You have all these people, like adults, going out there and buying all this stuff and keeping it away from the people that was meant for. And I think the same thing's kind of happening in the whiskey world. You have people standing in line for how many hours just to grab a bottle to go home and put it on the secondary market when there's somebody in line behind them really wanted that to open and share with their family. That's what it's meant for. So I'm not a big fan of the secondary market, and I try not to buy anything in the secondary market.
Amen there. I mean, it's hilarious that they barely make it out into the parking lot, and then you get these crotch shots of these bottles that they're putting on. Just hilarious. So Husky Dog. So I've never bought a bottle off of secondary. Good for you. Good for you.
It just happened with the Jack Daniels release earlier this year with the rye that they released. There's people knew about it before the general public knew, and they were listing them that morning for 2 or 3 times what the MSRP was. So, and that was at the distillery. So,
yeah,
it hurts the market, in my opinion.
Yeah, it just kills us, like the actual hobbyists, not the collectors, the actual drinkers. Like we've said it many times already.
Mm-hmm.
It kills the people who actually enjoy the products.
So Bruce stated the new gold foil was a result of the secondary market on the RR15 and the 80s, 90s real gold foil dusty. Like the secondary though was?
I don't think it would have been off the secondary. I mean, yeah, it would have been off the demand. That's why people make stuff. People sell stuff based on demand. Yeah. If there was no demand for any of this stuff, then they would have halted production years ago.
And you said it's been nice to see the BT stuff tank. Absolutely. It definitely has. And look, this was the whole point of this hot take is like, we're going to debate stuff. Hopefully nobody gets upset at our opinions. We're absolutely not going to get upset at your opinions. If you love the secondary, you think it's really helping, it's making whiskey better. It's making the community better, whatever. I mean, that's your take. And, we're completely fine with that, even though we may agree or disagree to certain things. I agree, DJ, taking it away from the people who truly care about and want it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's exactly it.
Secondary is mostly now for people still new to it to grab the desired bottles. Most of the rest of us have got out of that. And in my opinion, that's why secondary markets are not what they were 5+ years ago.
I can see that. I see it maybe a little bit. Then again, though, I mean, even when the cool bottles drop, they still.
I mean, I get on there and I still look at secondary sometimes because obviously you're going to find harder to find bottles that way, or at least you have access to harder to find bottles. So I don't know that it's necessarily just for like those that are new. I don't think
I can
so.
see it benefiting new folks, but it's not just for new folks.
2014, you could buy Stag Junior for $50 all day long. Oh, I know. What ruined that? Secondary?
Say it? Yeah.
The more relationships you build in the community is the best way to do it now. Agreed. Valid point. Yep. So this Proof and Wood, this Polish rye called the Stranger, it's definitely really rye heavy, and it reminds me of it's kind of disgusting to say that this is what it reminds me of, but it doesn't really smell that bad, but it reminds me of like a Polish sausage. It's
just a name, bro. That's just
it probably is a name, but it's like a Polish sausage with like sauerkraut.
So you're telling me, so make sure I understand.
Yeah,
You're getting some meat on this.
There's like a savory note in there. There's a little bit of savory. All right, so there's a little savory on this, but it's really bitter sour on the nose to me.
It's
I haven't
really
gone to
sour.
the palate of it, so it's like
It's real grassy.
it's like savory sauerkraut. How about if we take the Polish sausage out, we just say like it's savory sauerkraut. What about that? I mean, there's not a ton of dill on it. Thank God, there's not a lot of dill on it. I mean, I wouldn't even be drinking it if it had a bunch of dill on it. But I mean, this is different.
Different. It's
Let's see.
yeah. Go to the palate. I'm not gonna say anything. It's really grassy.
Yeah, but grassy. But that is so odd. Like, what is that note?
There you go.
What is that note? How does a note on the palate that is different? Unless it's like a real which I don't know. I usually don't pull like a big savory note on ryes.
You ever licked a brick?
Lick the brick. I have
like
not
if you were
licked a brick.
Tastes like you were to pick up a brick and lick it.
That's different. Like, it's probably why I haven't really seen it in these stores, and it's probably just on their website. I mean, I'm sure there's some retailers that have this. It's probably not their biggest seller. And this is the third box of stuff that Proof and Wood sent us. So at this point, outside of some like real limited exclusives, they're probably getting down to just some standard bottles that really aren't that sought after. I mean, it's different. If you like a rye, you like a heavy rye, you would actually probably like this because it drinks obviously like 100% rye, but it's different. It's different than like the standard 100% rye that you've tried that's been distilled in the States. So you might actually like this if you're one of those. So I think Bruzel broke it down best when he said the secondary whiskey market is twofold. One, drinkers, and two, collectors, flippers. The groups fighting for a limited commodity will always drive the price up. Yes.
Yeah.
And it has, yeah.
Well, here's the problem, though. Here's the issue with that. The reason that it's so limited is kind of in part that they're putting out a limited supply, but it's because the bottles that hit the freaking market are grabbed up by flippers.
Yeah.
So if the flippers would just let the bottles sit and actually be grabbed up by people who would drink them, would there really be such a lack of supply? I don't think so. I mean, look at the Four Roses, for example. The Father's Day this year, you could get 2 bottles.
Yeah.
People were buying 1 bottle and selling the other. So if those people who were going to drink it would have went in there and bought 1 bottle and saved the rest, would everyone else who wanted one actually probably got one?
Probably so.
Probably would have got one.
I mean, I like the meaning behind it.
Yeah, I don't care about the meaning. I wanted the bottle.
I mean, get one for you, get one for your dad.
Yeah,
So you have one, your dad has one.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a cool thought as long as they got, the quantity to back that up.
Yeah, they did.
And they didn't. They definitely didn't. I mean, they blew through it, halfway through the first day, couldn't even get into the second day or whatever. So, all right. So I want to, Husky Dog coming in with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Husky Dog. We're going to put you down for 2. But then the flippers wouldn't make money. They don't care about the drinkers other than what they will pay. You're 100% correct.
Correct.
Big fan of heavy rye. Andrew. We got Andrew Coleman on. Andrew, he's another one that went on some picks with us. Andrew, appreciate you being on here. Hey, the link is pinned in this chat to hop on the live stream with us. If you want to join us and DJ, hop on. Maybe show everyone if you got a pour in front of you tonight, or just hop on and have some fun. If you hop on, I'll see you, and then we'll be able to add you to this. 95.5 MGP rye is my jam. 95.5 is great. Yes. 95.5 is great.
Every time.
And there's a lot of distilleries that have done their own 95.5. That's also very, very good as well. Whiskey Thief, for example, they do a 95.5. That's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But yes, MGP's 95.5 is good. So, all right, I'm just going to pick one of these. So, and this one shouldn't drive as much conversation, so we can move on to even some others. So, cork pop or screw cap? What do you all prefer on the top of the bottle? Cork or screw cap? And why? And I'll tell you, I prefer cork, obviously, but I prefer the synthetic corks. So like the rubberized corks, which would be like this. Not sure if y'all can see this. Whatever material it is, like a rubberized cork. I like those over standard cork because they don't wear out. Real cork seems like it can dry out. You know, you got to sit your bottle sideways every so often, but they'll dry out. They'll start to leak. But then at the same time, there is that terminology that's called cork taint. So I'm not 100% sure what cork taint is. I don't know if over time, you know, some flavors or aromas or something can leach out of the cork into your juice. But it's called cork taint. I don't know. So maybe that's why some people might like screw caps.
And bourbon or in wine? And bourbon too?
What, with the cork taint?
Cork taint?
I've heard it's with, yeah.
Really?
So pop, nice pop. Beach sand bourbon. Cheers, everyone. First time I recognize some beach sand bourbon. Hey, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Cork all the way, synthetic cork, because I have gotten mold in mine before with Pursuit. Okay. I mean, Pursuit hasn't overall impressed me with a lot of their bottles, but, you know, putting that aside, that's wild that you got mold in your cork. I like the synthetics. Yeah, they don't wear out, nothing like that. That's what I prefer. DJ, what do you prefer on the top of your bottles?
I'm a cork guy and more synthetic. The natural cork, I've had issues with them breaking and stuff in the past. So,
Yep. No, that's good. I've actually had some bottles open for family before at gatherings, like Thanksgiving or something like that. I'll take some nice bottles, some EH, or I'll just take something decent over, and I'll watch the style of how some people open bottles, and they'll try to do it one-handed with their thumb, and they'll do it like this, and it always pushes the cork sideways. And before you know it, the cork splits and it's down in the bottle. I've watched that happen. So the synthetics are more durable. They don't wear out. They don't start to leak. But now, do those leach any flavors or anything into your whiskey, being that they're obviously some type of rubber? I don't know. I've never had the rubber corks break, unlike many cork tops that have broken. Absolutely. Just found your channel and sub. Hey, thank you so much. We do a 5 sample giveaway on every one of our live streams. You see the banner running across the bottom. $5 per each entry on super chats. Venmo's preferred. $5 gets you 1, but 10 gets you 3, 15 gets you 4, 20 gets you 5, so on and so forth. And we're going to reveal more and more bottles here shortly that you'll be able to make your own selection of 5. Not our selection for you of 5. So if you want to get in on that, now's the time. I'll keep a few backup corks in a bag handy. I got like a, I don't know, it's probably like a gallon size Ziploc that is like plumb full. I got to get ready to start another one. I save all my corks. I've had to go in there and salvage several of them because I've had, again, those traditional corks just freaking wear out.
Booker's boxes are real good for storing those. It's actually a nice little decoration too to have a Booker's box sitting there with a bunch of corks in it. Just an idea. So
synthetic cork is probably the best. With natural cork, you should flip the bottle occasionally to keep the cork wet. You're right, but when you have, like, we got 700 bottles behind us. Well, actually, no, behind us. What throughout here, this is actually probably like 550. Sorry, Mr. Neat's got the rest stashed away in his own place. But 550 here, and I'd say 80% of these are probably open. That's a lot of bottles to go through on occasion and flip to, wet that cork. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. That is crazy. But then I guess at the same time, I guess you should drink it quicker. Then you don't have to worry about it.
That's a hot take.
It's still a lot of whiskey to drink. Collect corks for that very reason. I collect corks too because I like to cut. Eventually, I'll cut the cork off if not going to reuse it, and I'll just have the top piece, and you can glue that to some like 3D printed Glencairn covers, and they're actually really freaking cool, especially if you're outdoors where bugs love to get in your sweet whiskey. For example, here is an old elk that's just glued to a 3D printed whiskey topper. That fits Glenn's perfect. We've done them with Blantons. Mr. Neat, show them the Blantons. So that's cool too. Another reason to save your corks. We started our channel about 3 years ago and just got back from a 1-year break. Okay, well, we're going to get out there and check out your channel, and everybody else that's watching right now, get out there and check out Beach Sand Bourbon. Check them out. Show them some love. I don't need to follow your channel. Yep. That is a good problem to have. I mean, it is a good problem to have as long as you got good corks. Harley says, bark, bark.
Match it just ran up.
That's so funny. All right, so Mr. Neat, you poured up something. Did you get to talk about it yet?
I think so. I poured up the New Riff Red Turkey Wheat bottle and bond from this year, last year, 2025's batch. Of course, bottle and bond 100 proof. It is their bourbon made with one of their heirloom grains. It is the Red Turkey Wheat. It's really good. It's really heavy on like the strawberry jam kind of notes. Really sweet. Really good bottle. It's limited every year. Mash bill 70 corn, 25 red turkey wheat, and 5 malted barley. A great bottle. One that a lot of flippers get their hands on. So,
yep. And you actually have the very first red turkey that came out, right?
Yeah. How did I get that one? Secondary. I don't want to get positives in the secondary market, but like you said earlier, if you're looking for a hard to find bottle or an older bottle,
yep,
that's how you get it. That's how I got it. I haven't opened it yet. Shoot, I don't know if I'm going to open it anytime soon, but it is the first edition of the Red Turkey Wheat. I like to think that the first edition of anything is the reason that they kept doing it. So it's probably the best, or at least unique in its own way, that they kept doing it.
I have a feeling we might crack that pretty soon. No, I don't know. I don't know if he actually will or not. I might be able to talk him into cracking that, but
we'll see. It does say it's at least 5 years old.
I mean, that's a great bottle, so I'd really like to try their first batch. So, Chill Will Rocco, I just found your channel too and subscribed. I'm part of a channel called The Bourbon Legends. Okay, so that's another one that we're going to check out. And again, everybody watching this, go check out The Bourbon Legends. Show them some love. Chill Will Rocco, thank you for your support for us. Love that new riff. Yeah, that red turkey's good. And then the Balboa Rye. So a little indifferent on the Balboa Rye. Mr. Neat absolutely does not like that one. I was kind of 50-50 on it.
Yeah, I wasn't a very large fan. It was really grassy, really like lemon zest heavy. Not a big fan at all.
So DJ coming in with the sub to both. That's awesome. Also, we need to check out the Bourbon Legends too. Yep. So I'm going to throw out another hot take, and then I'm going to get ready to crack this third bottle over here. And this is going to be like a bourbon versus rye type of thing. And I want to hear y'all's take on both sides. So rye whiskey is more interesting than bourbon. What's your take? And we'll share ours with you here in just a minute. But third bottle, another proof and wood, obviously. Another 8-year Polish rye. Everybody can see this. This is aged in French oak and ex-bourbon barrels, and then finished in ex-rum barrels. They call this one the Globe, and it is coming in at 99 proof. So distilled in Poland, 100% rye, originally aged in French oak, sent to the USA, where it was placed in ex-bourbon barrels and finished in barrels formerly containing rum from Jamaica, travel the world in one sip, is what it says. So this one actually maybe quite good that it was aged in French oak, finished in ex-rum, and then obviously aged in ex-bourbon as well. I mean, this one might actually be pretty good.
Could be
99 proof, a little bit lower proof than the last one. We're gonna give it a shot. Big shout out to Dave, who owns Proof and Wood. Thanks, buddy. We love you guys. Thanks so much for sending these. And we still have 2 more to crack on this side.
I got 2 more here.
Damn, that was a good pop. And of course, it was a synthetic cork. Pour it up.
It's always Thanksgiving.
Let's see. Rolling back. Some chats here. Haven't seen that New Riff bottle around me here in West Michigan's. We were just in Michigan, and actually we were on the west side of Michigan quite a bit. Like we hit some hell stores in Kalamazoo before heading to Fort Wayne. So maybe the next time we're up that way, maybe we could do some type of meetup with some other folks. Venmo sent for the sample pack drawing. Awesome. I will pull up our Venmo here in just a minute and take down everybody's entries. Thank you so much. Cheers, everyone. I'm also known as Crappie Cat, River City Bourbon. Cheers.
Welcome back.
So, River City Bourbon. So I know you had a channel going. Do you want to share your channel with everybody? What's that? Stetson Childress says, what? Send her an FEK?
Stetson, you goofy.
What's that mean? What's an FEK?
It's a work term.
It's a work term?
It's a work term.
So Stetson's a work friend of yours?
Yeah,
okay.
Unfortunately.
So nobody knows what FEK is? I mean...
Goofy.
Send her an FEK. Newark makes some awesome stuff. Yep. Located in Newport, Kentucky. They sure are located in Newport, Kentucky. They're doing a whole lot of great things. There's only been a couple bottles they put out that I haven't been crazy about. My wife loves rye. I'm kind of still on the fence. Green River, Sagamore Rye, Michter's, and a few others I have had. So I'll go ahead and touch on my side of it. I'm kind of on the fence on some ryes as well. The 100% rye, I'm not a huge fan of. I don't like that real green, herbally, apple forward rye, clove forward rye. Not huge on that. The 95.5s, I'm a fan of most of them. There's some very, very good ones. And then a double oak rye, sign me up. Those are usually definitely those bourbon drinker ryes. Absolutely, absolutely love it. Other than that, I'm more of a bourbon guy. I mean, after all, they call me Bourbon Man. So, DJ, what's your take? Bourbon or rye? What's more interesting?
I think bourbon's more interesting. I'm not much of a rye person myself, so I think there's just so many more options with bourbon than what they are out right now with rye.
I mean, you do get some like unique kind of flavors with ryes and stuff, but usually it's always, I don't know, usually it's always like some form of freaking herbalness though, or something like that. I mean, it's just...
Yeah. Here's my thing with rye. There's 2 kinds of ryes.
Good ones and bad ones?
Ready? There's 2 kinds of ryes. Grassy, not grassy. If you're a not grassy rye, you're a great rye. If you're a grassy rye, you're a bad rye. It's as easy as that for me.
I mean, Green River's definitely got some good ryes out. I actually got one of their picks. It was a distillery release pick called Flannel Weather.
Green River, Bardstown.
Sorry, I goofed that. Bardstown, not Green River.
Cut.
Bardstown has some really good ryes. So yes, that's the Flannel Weather. That was a distillery pick. That was very good. I got a double oak Sagamore rye. Huge fan of that one, but again, that's a double oaked. The Michter's ryes, not so much. I mean, their regular offering, like their regular Michter's rye offering is like okay, but once you get into some of those, like the single barrel or the 10 years and stuff, not a huge fan of those.
We haven't had the barrel strength yet, though. If I find a barrel strength at a good price, I think I'm pulling the trigger just to be able to try it. Because I'd like to not rule them out of their rye line, without trying it. But then again, though, also, while we're on kind of the topic of Michter's, the 10-year bourbon, I'm curious your all's thoughts on their 10-year bourbon. The one that we have hasn't really blown either of us away. Like, it's good whiskey. It's not $250 whiskey.
Right.
So if you guys have had that, what do you guys think about that? Is it good? Is it worth it? Does it suck? Let us know.
And I'm not a huge fan of this Polish rye, the Globe. Mr. Neat, I don't know if you want to try it or not.
No.
The one that's like
I'm okay.
French oak aged, Jamaican rum finished. That French oak adds even more rye spice, like more spice to the rye, to the 100% rye. I don't think 100% rye needs any more. So the French oak even gives it more. And the Jamaican rum finish is like so light. I think it needs a little bit more. I think it would help immensely to balance it out a bit better if it was a little bit sweeter. So that rum, I think that rum finish would cut some of that 100% rye and that French oak. This is better than this bottle, the Stranger. So the Globe is better than the Stranger, but not by much. And honestly, I don't know that I'll be able to take one more sip of this, but I won't be able to finish it. It's not blowing me away. Again, if you love a rye, you probably like this. Because it's not really heavy on the finish.
So is that a grassy rye or is it a non-grassy rye?
It's a grassy rye.
It's a bad rye.
It's a bad rye. I enjoy rye quite a bit. One of my favorite cheap ryes is Wild Turkey 101. It makes great old fashions. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. I agree with that. Because, I mean, once you go mix that, I mean, you're cutting some of that grassiness.
If you're going to buy a rye, might as well be cheap.
Have you tried the Saz 125? Yes, and I actually love that one. I love it.
I'm surprised you didn't bring that one up.
Gosh, I love it. I mean, I figured somebody eventually would. I love it. While we were in Michigan, we stumbled across some more of them at a pretty good price, and I picked up a couple backups. I actually really enjoy that, and I think it gives those higher end Sazes a run for their money.
Like the 18?
I mean, yeah,
Thomas Handy?
Yeah, the Thomas H. Like when you look at like value, especially because at the price you can get that Saz foolproof for versus Thomas H. Yeah, I mean, sure, is a Thomas H like a little bit more like of a developed rye? 100%. Yeah, 100% it is. But then you're paying. Good God, you can get how many bottles of 125 for it? 10. 10?
Literally get
10 to 1? Yeah. For the value, that's amazing. DJ, you ever tried the Saz Rye 125 foolproof?
I've not had the 125, no.
I got you a sample, buddy, next time we meet up. That's good. Because you like bourbon more than rye, so do I.
Yeah.
But I love this one. You might thoroughly enjoy it. Cali Cat loves ryes. We know JD Rye foolproof or JD Rye barrel proof. Next time you're in Michigan, let me know, as I have quite a few great spots in Grand Rapids and Holland. Okay, so yeah, we didn't make it there. We wanted to, but gosh, I mean, there's so many other great stores that we just didn't have time. We cut Grand Rapids out as we were shooting across like Detroit and Lansing. And we just went ahead and just dipped to Kalamazoo. So, which Holland isn't really that far from Kalamazoo. So yeah, we'll definitely let you know the next time we're up that way. And actually going back to that comment, so Hoffman's, can't mention the guy's name. It's off limits. He told us that. Can't mention his name, nothing like that. The guy who pretty much operates Hoffman's, awesome guy. Some of the best picks that I've seen throughout the stores that we hit in the state of Michigan, and Hoffman's is down around Kalamazoo. Oh my gosh, we got one actually that we're going to be popping open for a second time on this live stream and offering as sample giveaways here soon. And this is a freaking amazing bottle. So stay tuned for that one. Started my channel last September. Been a ride. Lot of work and time. People don't really. Amen. Like it is. And look, I wish this is what we got to do full time all the time. We both work full time outside of this, and this is a job. But at the same time, I mean, it's so much fun. I love trying all these different bottles. I mean, every one of them almost tells a different story. I love reading the backs of the bottles, like how I was reading these. You know how they come from, Poland, and they were aged in the USA and all this and that and stuff. A lot of work, but a lot of fun at the same time. Holy crap! Did we get behind in comments here? Mr. Neat, you want to go ahead and start cracking your third one while I cruise through some of these?
Let's do it.
Of course, there's a California distillery called River City Whiskey, so I got to be careful. Yeah, you do. But it's out of California, so don't worry. I mean, the whiskey's probably not that great. That's just my opinion. Again, hot takes. You don't know what to expect on a video like this.
All right, my third bottle, y'all. I got a Rare Character single barrel. I don't know if you guys see the artwork on that bottle. Rare Character is really good with their artwork. That is 120.52 proof, 7-year, 2-month. It is a Kentucky straight bourbon bottle that cash strength, and it is a barely legal bourbon. It's 51 corn, 45 rye, 4% malted barley. Now, Rare Character, they do come in with a pretty high MSRP, around $100. So picking up one of these is quite the gamble. Much prefer to try these before I buy them. This one I didn't. I gambled. Yeah, why not? But I am going to pour that one up.
I'm just launching Venmo here real quick, so we can just have that up. So Andrew's wanting to get in on some giveaways, but we'll catch up on the names here in a minute. So Husky Dog says Sagamore Ryes are some of the best. Sagamore Ryes actually are really good. And honestly, a lot of things that roll out of Sagamore are good, are really freaking good. Hence the reason why there's some other like NDPs that source from Sagamore to do blends or just finishes. We had some Peerless Ryes that were amazing. Yep, Peerless. Yep. But one thing I don't really care for with Peerless is, sometimes like the price. The price of Peerless is a little steep sometimes. Still, Austin makes a pretty good rye too. So what I'm hearing is, I'm hearing a lot about ryes, but ultimately, like, what's more interesting? Are bourbons more interesting or ryes more interesting? I think you could pull a whole lot more like nose and palate notes from a nice, well-aged bourbon. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily overly aged, not a double oak, just a nice straight bourbon whiskey. I think those are a bit more interesting. But O.H. Ingram single barrel rye drinks like a burb. Okay, so good, and they are starting to get on people's radars. We've seen them floating around. I may have sampled some O.H. Ingram, never picked up a bottle, but FOMO, you definitely put that on my radar. I'll probably just have to snatch one up next time I see it. High West, nope. Got to disagree there. High West double rye. Yeah. Oh, okay. Actually, my mistake. I started reading your comment, immediately disagreed, but then I agree after reading the whole thing. Is a dill pickle all day to me. I hate vinegar. I dislike, dill pickles, this and that and everything. I do not like that High West double rye. I have some, but it's only sitting here for like a specific friend that may come over and sip on some bottles, as they absolutely love it. But that High West double rye, in my opinion, is one of the worst ones I've ever had.
Yeah.
Don't you all hate when your dog spills your bourbon? Dealing with a mess, but I'm all about the rye. Is my face. Oh shit. Yeah, it sucks when you spill
a good pour.
Spill a good pour. All about the rye. That's my faves. So, what makes ryes your faves? Jack Daniels has some great rye offerings. They do. Yes. Okay. Jack Daniels does have some great rye offerings. That Polish rye sounds like heartburn in a bottle. Yes. Indeed it is. Hot take. JD is the best distiller, right? Meow. I love that. Right, meow.
Right, meow.
JD is a really good distiller. Is it the best? I don't know. There's a lot of great ones out there. They're good. They're doing some pretty good things, but
I think that may not be a hot take.
Huh?
They're doing. I'll be honest. Let's look at year over year. Their releases are great. Yeah. Buffalo Trace, they put out some releases every year and they flop.
Yes, but that's Buffalo Trace. But now let's think some others. Let's think
Old Forester. flop. Knob Creek. Blenders wasn't all that great. Jack Daniels, when you look at consistency,
Yeah.
their releases every year are bangers.
I mean, I don't disagree there, but then there's still some other really freaking good ones that I don't think I've put out anything that's flopped, like Heaven Hill. What have they put out that's flopped to you at Heaven Hill?
I agree. They would be the other one. They would be the other one in my book that would.
But then there's also
compete.
there's a lot of craft distilleries out there too that aren't necessarily flopping, and not like these NDP crafts, like the crafts that are actually distilling their own. I don't know that you could call them flops.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like just good bourbon, and you wouldn't even categorize it as great. Good bourbon still isn't a flop.
No.
So
Oh, we're
Starlight,
talking-
for example.
All right.
So, I mean, do we want to go like mainstream or do we want to say craft? Because, I mean, JD definitely ranks up there. I'd say is, definitely probably, it probably is one of the better distillers, right? Meow. When it comes to mainstream. I go to rye. Especially when over 130 proof. I mean, yeah, we scored some bangers. Like we got a 139.8 or 139. Yeah, 139.8.
Banger.
Just about hazmat. Yeah, that's very, very freaking good. It was a pick. Love those higher proofs. I definitely love the higher proof JD, especially the JD whiskey. A whole lot better than like some of their lower proof whiskeys.
Mm-hmm.
Like all day long. Texas, yeah, okay. Texas Martin Kalamazoo, some amazing picks. We were there. We went there. We bought some stuff from them. We got some of their picks.
Quite a few of them.
Yeah. Texas Mart, is that the one that we got? Is that the one we got the Pingarees from? The 10?
No.
No. Okay.
Texas Mart. Texas Mart was the one right off the side of the road, and they had the Penelope picks.
Oh, yeah.
Penelope picks. I mean, not even just Penelope picks. They had the Hirsch pick.
Yep.
Yep.
That's right. Yep. That guy there is really cool. Yeah, that guy was really cool, really nice. The guy running that store. I'm assuming he's the owner of the store. He acted like the owner anyway. So I think that might be a surprise bottle I pop in this one, just because these proof and woods really aren't blowing me away. So to offer these is like, some of the samples, I want to bring out another banger. So there's going to be another banger here brought out here real soon. We're going to try to cap this sucker at 2 hours. Unless y'all want to keep going with us. We live streamed in our hotel room in Michigan for 4 hours. So we'll stay on for as long as y'all really want to stay on with us. Other than that, if not, we're going to try to cap it at 2 hours. At FOMO, what's your channel? I think I missed it. So FOMO, if you missed this comment, share it, please. I'll put it up on screen. DJ, got to jump off camera for a minute. Yep, we realize that. But if you want to come back, come on back. We got slots open for a lot of people. Anyone else who wants to join, just hop on. Have a pour with us. We'd love to have you. So the link is there. Like, come on.
If you want to hop on and debate a hot take, bring your own hot take. Let's do it.
Yep.
Let's have some fun.
Don't be shy. Just do it. So true about the work doing a channel. It's all about enjoying it. Don't let it become a second job. Yeah, I mean, even though sometimes it does feel like it. But we have a blast doing this stuff. Hell yeah, crack it, Jacob. Oh yeah, crack it, Jacob. Who's that? Oh, okay.
Volmer.
Yeah, Volmer. All right.
Shoot, you recorded my new riff tour, didn't you? Sure did.
Yeah, that's who you said recorded that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Which that'll go up on our channel here before long. To show where Mr. Neat rolled through one of the new riff tours. That was a straight from the barrel tour, right?
Yes.
Yep. So that'll go up and be like a nice little short video showing some things. Maybe in a review channel, I shouldn't have too much of an issue. Plus a good distance away. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I wouldn't say you have any issues whatsoever. None at all. Nice. showing some love to River City. So, Mr. Neat, go ahead and get ready to go through these, grab another hot take. Then I'll finish up some of these recent comments, and we'll move on to the next hot take. Mr. Neat, find something that's really, really hot that might get some fire going in the chat here. Let's see. I love bourbons more. So many different variations from distilling to blending. Absolutely. Absolutely. I could not agree with you more. I mean, just the notes that I'll get on a nose and a palate, compared to these ryes. Night and day difference. I would agree that bourbon is more complicated and there are more notes you can pick out on the nose and palate. My cat killed 2 of my Garrison Brothers bottles a couple of days ago. I could have cried. Instead, oh my gosh, so they got up on top of something and knocked him off, I'm assuming.
I wouldn't have a cat anymore.
So which Garrison Brothers? Was it like those hazmats that they have out? Was it the Ladybird? I believe that's one of the bottles. It was a Ladybird bottle. Like which bottles did your cats kill? I agree with both of you, but I think I'm still developing my palate, like 1.5 years new to it. And I think I'll pick up more knowledge, notes, taste, etc. Yeah. So 1.5 years in, I would imagine your palate's already pretty well developed. So, but yes, you will, pick up more and more over time. The Parker's 11 years sucked. Wow. Okay.
I heard that.
That's good to know. I did not know that. Really? Yep. I mean, there's some really good Parker's bottles out there. There's some that some of them, like Parker's Heritage, that almost take like whiskey of the year type good, like beating out the Heaven Hill 22. I heard.
No way.
That's what I heard. Bernheim 10-year was not worth the money. EC 21 good, but way overpriced. I mean, I thought that Bernheim 10-year was pretty good.
I thought so.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, sure, could it be a little bit cheaper in price? It could be. You should be drinking beer instead of... Oh my gosh, here we go. So we got Lane on here. Should be drinking beer instead of bourbon. Lane, you want to drink beer? You can drink beer over bourbon. It's fine. I'm definitely going to drink bourbon over beer, but drink what you like. Old Glory Distillery in Clarksville, Tennessee, are putting out some really good stuff right now. I've never heard of Old Glory Distillery. Wow. Okay, so what type of stuff is Old Glory putting out? Sorry, computer died. No worries, DJ. You should be drinking. All right. Here we go again with Lane saying you should be drinking beer instead of bourbon. Blasphemy. Amen, Husky Dog.
Amen. So,
which again, a nice cold beer is fine on occasion. But I'm not. If I want to sit down and truly enjoy something, I'm going to enjoy a pour of whiskey. Bourbon builds character. It does.
Yeah, it does.
And that's what I think. I just got a few more to get through here. I want to share these with everybody. And then you move on to that. I'll get on another Friday when I don't have to be up so early for work, like next week when I don't have to work Saturday. So we live stream every 2 weeks. So yeah, if you got more time in 2 weeks, hop on and stay with us. And for everyone who gets in on the race, the drawing, the sample giveaway, if you have to jump off before we do it, just come back, check out the live stream. It'll be posted. And then if you win, click the link to fill out the Google form, and you'll have to type in the 5 sample bottles you want and some other information as to where we are sending these to. It takes a bit to get your palate, to pick up notes. I know people who can't get and never have been able to get tasting notes. Always be sure to keep water handy to rinse your palate. That's good advice. And yes, there are some that always just pull alcohol. That's all they taste is just alcohol. So true. And then there's others that catch on, like their palates catch on so quick. And usually those are ones that might move on to eventually being like a master distiller or master blender. I got that Jack 10 batch 5 today. Paid $124. Unfortunately, haven't had the chance to try it yet. It's good. Is it $120 good?
Yeah, MSRP is 100 though. So if you paid 120, I mean, you didn't get robbed for it. It's a good bottle. You should definitely crack it.
Sometimes after the water, you can get some of those tasty notes. Yeah, I mean, water definitely helps to refresh, freshen the palate. And it was Ladybird and a Honeydew. Okay, 4 bottles actually got knocked off, but only 2 lost. So Ladybird, I haven't got to try that one yet. I've been wanting to. And then the Honeydew, I've just been avoiding that one just because of price and the proof point on it. But I bet they're both great. And damn, I would have been pissed. That's for sure. Hot take: bourbon has too much, or has a much more narrow. All right, so this is Whiskey Blender Fraley 4235. One, thank you for being on our live stream. Bourbon has a much more narrow flavor profile than single malt whiskey and rum. That's coming from a master blender who makes bourbon. So you make bourbon. That's awesome. I don't know. See, like, maybe my palate hasn't, adapted to like some of those single malts. Like, I'm not a big single malt fan, and like, is it like a smoky single malt? It's like, see, I'm not big into those. And like, if I get a hold of like a real smoky single malt, it seems like that just like envelops the whole palate.
Yeah, it does. For sure.
Now there is 100% barley I do want to try. That's out of Frey Ranch. Frey Ranch is 100% barley. And I'm going to try to pick up soon and give that a shot. I've heard good things about that. But single malts, I don't know. Old Glory single barrel is great. Double oaked even better. Keep them on the radar too. Cheers, guys. Thanks for letting me flood the stream. No problem whatsoever. You're welcome anytime. Wife said, go have some JD. Should I do 12 or 14?
14.
14? Yeah, if you got 14, go 14. 12 is phenomenal.
Is that 14 batch 1 or batch 2?
I can't drink beer. I'd be up all night using the restroom. Yes. Yep. So you rent your beer, you own your alcohol. That's what I've always heard. So, like, you drink beer, you have to use the bathroom a lot. You're just peeing it out.
Okay.
But you drink some whiskey, you drink liquor, you're not going to the bathroom as often, so you're holding that, you're owning that liquor. Yeah, he gets it now.
First, what the fuck?
Yeah, you rent your beer, you own your alcohol. They have Tennessee whiskey bourbon and Tennessee wheat bourbon. We did our first barrel pick with them late last year. I'd definitely be interested in trying some of that Tennessee wheat bourbon. How did the pick do? What did you pick? Did it actually move? I don't know where that bottle was sold through, that barrel was sold through, but did it move? JD14, higher the proof, the better. In some cases, which that's a hot take, which I can touch on in a minute, but you can do the next one. Me and a bunch of others will be going to Bourbon on the Banks in October. Hope you go. That's in October. Yeah, I know.
Cincinnati?
No.
Down on the river? Or where's that at?
That's not Cincinnati. I thought I looked that up. I thought most of those spots for that were sold out when I looked it up. Maybe I'll have to go back and look at it. My cat says the Ladybird was amazing. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
How's the cat
Did
doing?
you get to try it before the cat killed it? What's up, Nancy? How you doing? I just bought the Knob Creek Single Barrel 9-year. I mean, that's a good bottle.
That's a good one.
Yep, that's a good bottle. Was it the cash strength? They got a cash strength 9-year, right? Or was it the standard 9-year? Honestly, they're both good. Even a 9-year as a kind of a daily sipper or as a mixer, that 9-year is good. Honestly, when we went down to on the levee, what's the tobacco? What's the cigar shop down there? That one's
Cigars International.
Cigars International, yeah. I got some pours of that Knob Creek 9 and actually thoroughly enjoyed it. The non-cash strength, thoroughly enjoyed it with some cigars. So We got Nancy on here. Brother Justice single malt helped me get into those a little. So I do have a single malt. I didn't think it was like really that bad. Maybe I'll bring it up and just show it to y'all. I won't be pouring any of it, but I'll bring it up here in just a second. I've had that one for a minute, but still haven't opened it. How is it? Which one? Oh, the cash strength or the standard 9-year? And that question was for Lane. I think I'll single mouth taste. What? I think I'll single mouth taste the same except single malts. Okay, I think all single malts taste the same except for some have more peat smoke, which I find disgusting. Yes, yeah. I'm kind of right there with you. It's an interesting palate.
Interesting.
I mean, it's been a great hot take here on the single malts, honestly. Nancy is a blender, yep, for several distilleries. Look her up. She is a legend. Yes. Okay. So hang on. So let me go back. So that is the Nancy that's on this live stream right now. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. Nancy Fraley. It's really you? You're on our live stream?
Huh.
Redwood Empire Foggy Burrow is a great single malt. It's a dark chocolate, no smoke. We got a bunch of Redwood Empires. We're actually going to be doing a review here soon. And can I join your live stream? Hang on. Let us get through a couple of these. And yes, you'll be able to join. We want to get through some of these comments. These comments keep piling in, which I love it. Mr. Neat can't even move on to his next hot take. Jeremy Zebar, Fort Wayne Bourbon Fest. I'm having some 7-3 distilling whiskey tree. How about you? So that's awesome. So we got Jeremy on here, which I got mixed up here in the comments. So by trying to scroll back and see Nancy. Good to see you in the chat. Jeremy, thanks for joining. Appreciate you hopping on our live stream. The Lady Brew wasn't open, looking for a replacement. That is a freaking bummer. We picked the wheat, sold 70 bottles in the group, and the rest sold out at Old Glory. Okay. Damn, the group bought 70 bottles? Holy crap. What size group is that?
7 people.
Standard 9-year. Okay, standard 9-year. All right, so standard 9-year. Lane's about to open it. Oh, man, that is so freaking cool. I'm the master blender, still Austin. Joseph Magnus and Wyoming Whiskey. I also blend a Harvester for Frey Ranch. Look for 7.3s. Yep, that is awesome. That is amazing that you're on our live stream. Absolutely huge. We have some still Austin bottles, by the way. I almost picked up. I think it's called the Musician. Is it the Musician bottle? I believe. The Musician or the Artist. It's one of those two. And I think Nancy. I think that's your specific blend. I believe. But we do have 2 cash strains. We got the rye and the standard up here. Really enjoy them both. 14 batch 1 done and poured. Nice pour. The one and only Nancy. This is so freaking cool. No freaking way. Click the link on the bottom. I sent vendor for Crappie Cat. Venmo. Okay, Venmo. Thank you. We're going to refresh here in a minute. We'll tally all those up. That is really her. What an honor to have her in a live stream. That is freaking insane. I am just blown away.
Doesn't that happen every day?
It doesn't. Nancy, would you like to hop on a live stream with us sometime? Not necessarily this one, but hop on a live stream and we'll just talk. We'll talk what you do, what you've done, so the bottles we have that you've partook in. Our email address is 3pourdecisions@gmail.com. Feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to have you on. And I think there's a lot of others that would love to hop on and see you on one of our streams as well.
Yeah.
Our group, Z-Bar, had our Green River weeded pick come in. It's taken me right back to that day. Love the power of good bourbon. All right, so as it shows my real name on Venmo. Although it's in yep. Okay. Yep. The Musician is still Austin's flagship bourbon. Yep. Okay. If you want some Old Glory samples, I don't mind sending them. Also I don't know if it's in the description of this live stream, but all of our other videos on YouTube, you'll find our P.O. box. Send away, and we'd love to even share some samples in return. So, all right, so we blew through some of those comments. If we missed any that are important, feel free to repost them, and I'll try to get back to them. Mr. Neat's going to go ahead and read off the next hot take. Hopefully, this is going to burn everybody up. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to crack the fourth bottle. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and bring out that banger. I'm going to bring out that banger.
Bring out the banger?
I'm going to bring out the banger.
All right, next hot take. Finishing a whiskey is cheating the market.
Oh, damn, that's a good one. So finishing a whiskey, cheating the market.
What do y'all think?
Hiding imperfections, right?
All it does is hide an imperfection.
Okay.
You hide bad juice by putting a really strong finish on it, and you can't tell that you had bad juice to begin with. All you taste is that crazy, bright finish. That's my opinion. What do y'all think?
I kind of agree with that, because there's a lot of distilleries that are sourcing from, let's say, like MGP, for example. MGP puts out so many barrels. Not every one of those barrels are good. I already know. I've spoke to a lot of people. I've tried a lot of stuff. I've watched a lot of stuff. There's some of them that come that aren't so good, and they will. I've even seen one take and redistill an entire barrel and then age it back out. And then there's a lot of finishing going on. So I believe in many cases a finish does mask some imperfections, but at the same time, there's some good whiskey out there that has a very nice finish on it that's thoroughly enjoyable. But if the whiskey is really, really, really good, you don't need to finish it. Correct. Because then you're going to kind of also mask some of the really good nose and palate notes that you're going to get from this whiskey. So, damn, that's a good one, Mr. Neat.
Yep. There's a couple good finishes out there, like you said, like the Penelope Omega. Greatly done. You can taste both parts of that. You can taste the Heaven Hill, and you can taste the French oak on it. You can separate the two. I haven't had a finish like that in a while.
So Nancy says, yes, I'd love to hop on sometime. Many thanks. That'd be fun to hang out. Please sign me up for that.
Absolutely. That'd be a blast. Looking forward to that one.
I'm excited for that. Here's our P.O. box. Thanks, Cali Cat, for sharing that. We'd love to do a sample swap, or even just get some samples from y'all, do a review on them on a regular video or even a live stream. So, all right, so it depends how it's finished. And Mr. Neat, drive for a minute. He's going to drive the comments as I crack this bottle. I was going to hold off on cracking this, honestly, but, we kind of spoke with Texas Mart, and Mr. Neat brought up the Hirsch. So this is a Texas Mart Hirsch, the single barrel. This is the double oaked. This is a pick, and it's signed by somebody. I'm assuming that is the person that owns Texas Mart. This one's coming in. It's bottle number 69.
Nice.
Giggity. 117 proof. And this is a 7-year, 5-month mash bill, 72-13-15. And
where's that from?
Where's it from? 72-13-15.
Well,
we're going to crack this. Hand selected by Texas Mart. So nice little sticker on the back. I've been looking for one of these Hirsch Double Oaks for a minute. I've been able to find them online to be able to order. But I just, haven't really wanted to order from places. But this is the first one I really actually found in person. So I'm going to crack it, pour it, talk about it in a bit. But it's also going to be available in the sample giveaway. Mr. Neat obviously wants a pour of it. So go ahead and drive.
Here we go. Nick Smith says, wouldn't that just be fixing bad stuff? Technically, yes. But the thing with whiskey is a lot of the finishes that you see are very young juice that maybe a lot of the stores didn't have a lot of time to put into, needed to make some money fast. They pulled the barrels, said, it doesn't really taste all that well. Let's see what kind of finish we can put on it. And that's how we end up with a lot of port finishes. That's how we end up with a lot of rum finishes. That's how we end up with a lot of, even some honey finishes. You get some really young whiskey with some heavy finishes on them. Not all that great. So yes, it is fixing bad stuff, but a lot of the bad stuff would be great if people had the time to put into it.
Mm-hmm. Damn, the color of this bourbon is freaking
Joseph
amazing.
says, that is my beef with E.H. Taylor cured oak. It feels gimmicky. Good juice doesn't need a gimmick. Correct. There's a lot of gimmicks out there. Cured oak for sure. Another one of my favorite gimmicks. I guess favorite as in disagree the most. So I guess my least favorite gimmick was the Evan Williams Kentucky Derby Festival bottle. I'm just going to grab that.
Just gonna eat real quick the nose on this.
They're great.
It's absolutely amazing. I mean, you get that double oak through and through. Nice fruit, like a marshmallow fluff. Almost like a little bit of like sarsaparilla. Like there's a little bit of like a root beer note in this. It's double oak, the fruit, the root beer, the marshmallow fluff. Holy crap. Oh, all right. Wow, this is freaking amazing.
That smells really good.
Oh my god.
My least favorite gimmick that we fell into was this Evan Williams single barrel. This was the Kentucky Derby Festival bottle. It is signed by an artisan distiller at Heaven Hill, Jody Filtreau. You'll notice the little Pegasus pin gimmick right there, as well as the little pack there. That little pack had another pin in there. If you picked a gold pin, you could win $20,000.
Mm-hmm.
How many gold pins do you think they manufactured?
One,
and it went out the door with the
CEO
master distiller,
or the CEO or master distiller is sitting on their desk or something.
Yeah, probably. Now these were like 9 years old-ish, 8.5 years old, and 108 proof. So they had the specs to be great. But when you see a bottle with this many gimmicks on it, doesn't matter what the specs look like. It's probably not great juice.
Mm-hmm.
So you mentioned gimmick. I wanted to bring this one up. Stay away from gimmicks. If it is dressed up, it's probably not all that great.
Oh my gosh! Like Mr. Neat, like the freaking palette on this Hirsch it's just amazing. Oh my gosh, that is crazy good. Everything on the nose of this is coming through on the palate, and then some, and just absolutely then some. It's like a stone fruit. It's like a stone fruit. You get that vanilla cream. I mean, the finish is great too.
You ready?
I mean, oh my god!
Ready for my tasting notes?
Yes. What's your tasting notes?
That tastes like you took a Flintstone vitamin, grounded it up, and drank it.
Okay. Oh my god, that is so freaking good. I'm so glad I picked this bottle up. And look, I mean, it's going to be available for y'all in the sample giveaway. So if you're not in this yet, like hop in. Let's do it. While Mr. Needs sitting there, try that. Oh, that's a good one. Actually, you can taste faulty bourbon through a finish.
Yes, you can.
You can. Depends on the finish. If it's a port finish, there's some pretty heavy port finishes out there that'll mask the worst of the worst. Yeah. And the finish should be a compliment, not a mask. You don't want to overdo it. That's facts. That is facts. And of course, Nancy's got the facts. Rest plebs, we appreciate all you do for the community outside of blending. We've chatted a couple times, and I'm still in awe that the Whiskey Blender family takes time for us. Yeah, that's, especially at, going on 10 o'clock on a Friday. So I'm not sure. I mean, I'm assuming I know what time it is in your area, but still, 10 o'clock. Nice. Number 69, Giggity.
That's pretty good.
Is that good?
That's pretty
Is
good.
that freaking good or what? Disagree. Some of my favorite pours are finished. Okay, so what pours have you had that are finished that are your favorites? Curious, because I mean, I've had some good finishes too. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking them all, but I will say that I think most finishes mask. I think the majority mask. You know, they're either masking some imperfections or they're masking good whiskey when it doesn't need to be masked. Amen is a gentleman that owned Texas Mart. Amon. Okay. Great guy. He's always there. I mean, he let us have like full reign of the store, like whatever we want to do, wherever we wanted to go. You know, behind the counter, this, that, whatever we want to do, he let us do it. Awesome guy for sure. Do tell of your faves. Yep, definitely tell of your faves for sure. I enjoy a good toasted double barrel or some of the Evernorth Maple Brulee finishes. Some of the Evernorth Maple Brulee are pretty good. We can't forget about Magnus as well. And yes, same thing. Magnus, you know, has some pretty good stuff as well. But not everything I've had from Evernorth has been excellent. I mean, it's been good. There's been some good things. There's been some okay things. There's been some great bottles. There's one bottle that absolutely just blew me away by them. But you know, that one's, you know, long gone. What did we see when we were in Michigan? What finish was that? Was that a maple or a honey?
Brulee, and we saw honey. Both.
Yeah. Had them in hand. Honestly, was going to get them, but then, you know, it just came back to me that, you know, there's a lot of finished whiskeys out there that were just like, okay. And I think those bottles were like $80.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I think I'll hold off for now. We were doing a lot of other hunting through Michigan, so I had a feeling that we'd find some other really good bottles, such as like this one right here. I'm not even putting that comment up on the screen.
What was that one?
It's
That.
that
Yeah, we're
one.
not going to even. Yeah, it's not worth it.
I have an old Zach that is 8-year turkey, then finished in a Kelvin Cooperage barrel. It's fantastic. So we got some old Zach as well. That I think was finished in, was it the stag finish? And then we got a Booker's. So we got a Booker's finish as well. We've cracked the stag finish, haven't cracked the Booker's. I mean, those are really good, but how good would that be even if it just wasn't finished?
Right.
I mean, that's what I'd like to see. You can't beat a store picks from Texas Mart honey hole. There's a lot of honey holes in Michigan. Yeah. I would disagree that it's about masking. In the case of Magnus Cigar Blend, I use the Armagnac finish in particular because I was looking for certain fatty acids that only come from brandy. So you don't think in any case that they're doing finishes to mask just so-so barrels? The Penelope Project X line had some pretty interesting finishes. I have a store pick that's finished in Spanish brandy barrel that is pretty tasty. We got a few of the Project X, and again, there's just, you know, okay.
Yeah.
I love all the stories behind the blends, especially the Hack and Mac episode. Okay, so I mean it's not 10 o'clock then in California. So and repeats in Holland has some great barrel picks as well. That's one thing I noticed when we were in Michigan, like there was so many liquor stores up there that were like doing picks like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the
So
time. There's so many picks just in the state of Michigan. So y'all need to pop up for new subs during the live stream. Y'all need a pop up for new subs. Okay, I mean we could put one up in the corner.
That's not a bad idea.
Let me see if I can find that on the fly. That's because I seen it before. Maybe it's not something that'll be that easy to put up on the fly here, but maybe in the future we'll definitely do that. Or actually, here it is. Maybe. There it is. Oh, can I move it around somewhere? How about that? But we need to move it. So I don't think I can move it on this. So we will get something up there like that, Grant. Thanks so much for that recommendation. All right, Mr. Neat, what do you got on
deck?
On deck.
All right, here we go. Maybe the best bottle on this bar. We've got. Man, I'm gonna put this on the map because once it's on the map, it's gone. Never be able to find it again. That's what it's all for. All right, we got a Mammoth Distilling. This is a 4-grain pick. This is the Funk by the Juice Joint.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Hoffman's liquor pick.
That's wild that you're bringing that one on.
I know, like, man.
So yeah, so this one has, so they grow their own grains in Michigan for this, and one of the grains that they use is the Wheeler Rye. Phenomenal. So this barrel was actually stuck to the side at Mammoth when the pick was done, and the barrel was tasted, and it was completely off profile from what Mammoth usually puts out. Hoffman's, who picked it, said, I want this barrel. And, you know, the distiller and the owner of Mammoth was like, we don't want to sell it because it's off profile.
Oh, it's off profile, all right.
The person at Hoffman said, this is why I want it. I want it because it's off profile. It took them 6 months to get that barrel. Finally, the owner said, or the master distiller said, fine, I'll come off this one for you. And he got it. And while we were there, we got to sample it. Well, we bought the bottle. In the state of Michigan, we just bought the bottle. And some of the tasting notes on it that he originally gave was just like straight up pink bubblegum. And after he tried the barrel, I think he said it was like 30 minutes later, he was wondering why he kept tasting pink bubblegum. And then he remembered, like, okay, it's that barrel. So we bought a couple. We got a few more on hold for us at Hoffman's. This thing is freaking phenomenal. I'll let Jake take it from there here in just a second. I just want to read a couple of these comments. I think both can be true. Finishing can accentuate qualities, but can totally cover up flaws, much like makeup. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I agree. Let's see. Oh my God, the funk smells like dirty socks to me. Avi says, it's strawberry. What? The name's not supposed to be dropped, but
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Who's that? Mammoth Distilled, Michigan. Yep. This is a crazy good freaking bottle. We've tried a couple other things from Mammoth, not anything that's remotely close to this.
It's so good.
Everybody's just putting that name out there. He doesn't like his name to be shared, but it's up in this one. But DJ says, thank you for joining, Nancy. What an honor to have you with us tonight. I describe it as being like cilantro. People taste different things. Yes, so yeah. I can't do cilantro just because of that reason. And there's not a whole lot of people that pull cilantro like the way I do. Yeah, I can't do cilantro, that's for sure. So DJ Nancy says, and a traditional cigar blend should never be finished. I started a Frankenstein. When I did that, all I was looking for was some oxidized esters from the brandy fatty acids. I know another distillery that did a Franken whiskey or something like that. It was something else. Stan, cheers.
Cheers.
I mean, I just love how many comments are rolling in. I'm sorry if I'm missing y'all's. I want to try to hit them all. That's usually our thing. He's all over our channel. He told us no pics, but name and audio are good. So he didn't want us, no name, no audio. he was even telling us a story that somebody came in and did a recording and caught his hand in the picture, and he wasn't even really happy about that. He's got a lot going on in other distilleries, and I understand why he wants to kind of keep his name a little under wraps, but cat's out of the bag.
I still don't know who that is.
What are your thoughts on toasted bourbons? Okay, so that's another hot take. It's on our list of hot takes.
Yeah, it's right there.
I think more hype than anything.
I think so. I've liked a lot of toasteds. Like the Elijah Craig toasted barrels are really good. Penelope toasted barrels are really good. Penelope just brought out the what toast did they just do?
Which one?
They just did a toast. They just brought it out. It just hit me.
The Magic Toast.
Magic Toast. They did the marshmallow toast last year. Those are phenomenal. Barrel House does a toasted. That's a really good one. I've liked a lot of toasteds.
That's crazy. I don't know. I personally think that there's a little bit more hype behind like True Nose and Palate on some toasteds. I really do. I'll be curious to see what everybody else says. So Lane says, Lane, we're going to add you to the deck here in just a minute. You're going to be on screen here in just a bit with us. But Lane says, I personally prefer toasted bourbons. And when we add you to the deck, we want to hear why you personally prefer toasteds. What is it about toasteds? Did you intend on turning slow mode on with chat? Not sure what the slow mode is.
Does that limit you to like X amount of messages per minute? Or does it literally roll slow?
I don't recall turning anything on. So let us know, and we'll try to go in and look at something. DJ likes toasteds, so same thing. DJ, I don't know if you want to hop back on camera or anything like that, but we'd like to know why you like the toasted as well as what is it about those. So Nancy sharing some love, many thanks. Good to virtually meet you as well. Look, Nancy, again, thank you so much for hopping on our live stream. It means the world to us that you're on here as well as everybody else that's on here, having fun watching us, hopefully having fun watching us. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. And we look forward to being able to meet you on a live stream in the future, hopefully near future. Oddest but most delicious barrel I've had was a 6436 MGP aged in Colorado and finished in a Buffalo Trace barrel, straight up peaches. It hasn't been able to be replicated. A 6436 MGP from Colorado, finished in a BT barrel. I mean, that's sad. I mean, I could see that being good.
Yeah.
I could see that being good. I love toasted bourbons. Sometimes a much sweeter profile. So you get more sweetness on the toasted. You think it brings out more of those oak sugars and things? One every 60 seconds, but it looks like it was turned back off. Okay, I didn't turn anything on, anything back off.
Must have been a bug.
I mean, I was playing around with that subscribe thing. Don't know if it had anything to do with that. But good. Glad it is off now. A friend of mine bought a 15-gallon new oak toasted barrel and finished Wild Turkey 101 in rare breed for about 6 months. It was amazing. It wasn't over oaked. I mean, 15 gallons like pretty good size. I mean, actually, when comparing it to like the 53s, it's actually on the small side. But 6 months didn't over oak that or anything like that. Stan with $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Sipping 1924. Favorite starter pour of this year so far. The 2026 1924 is great. It is great. Love 1924. It only allows you to post every minute. Sometimes YouTube slows down. Okay. Well, if YouTube is starting to slow down our comments, I mean, maybe that's a good thing for us. 550 joules. Stay hydrated. All right. So Jeremy what we kind of said at the beginning of this, we're kind of new as to what the jewels are. Folks that are giving us some jewels, we're going to put you in for one entry for the race. So put Jeremy down. Not over oaked at all. How was the color on that? I mean, the color should have already been pretty decent going in. They come out like really dark. Did the color change much after 6 months in that toasted? And was it just straight toasted, or was it like a charred at all? Or is it just toasted only? Because then therefore it probably wouldn't add too much color to that, and maybe it did just sweeten the bourbon up. 800 joules, turn it up. Put X Cali Cat 03 down for 1. Did you already do that? Can't jump back on live to computer dying. Oh, for toasted, I think they compare well with medium to full-bodied cigars. Okay. So is that, do you get an additional sweetness from the toasted? And does that offset something in the cigar? What does that do exactly? Out of curiosity, because both of us enjoy cigars from time to time. Just joining. What's up, guys? Hey, thanks. Glad to see you back. We are obviously sipping on the bottles that are in front of us and in front of y'all. We got a couple more that we're going to bring out, and then we're going to do a nice race raffle giveaway for 5 of them. Definitely helps you catch up on comments. But then when the floodgates open, and then I'm sitting here trying to catch up, and y'all probably like, why in the hell is he reading all these? I just need reminded to drink water when I drank, so I figured I'd share.
I'm gonna water.
Elijah Craig Toasted is definitely one of my favorite toasted bottles. Elijah Craig does have some great toasted bottles out there, but they also have some just standard straight bourbon that's amazing as well. I mean, I think I've had more of the standard straight bourbon that are like picks better than like some of the toasted picks. I would have to say. Like, I'm pretty sure we're sitting on a 10-year pick that's toasted.
Yeah.
Like right now, that hasn't really blown me away. I mean, it's good. It's good whiskey. It was a little darker, but not much. It was not charred, only toasted. Okay. It brought out a nice creamy sweetness, but it still retained a wild turkey character.
That was good.
Toasted bourbons is a good gateway to newbies because of the sweetness. H.A. Young line is all toasted and doing it right. So you talk about the sweetness being gateway for newbies that are green with whiskey and stuff. What about then just a wheated? What about just going wheated versus toasted? Especially like a nice wheated that doesn't bring a whole lot of, like a ton of funk, maybe just a little bit.
Right.
There might be some, some that are green into whiskey that may not be huge into like a heavy whiskey funk, or like a wheated funk. How do I get entered into these raffles? All right, so $5 super chat, $10 super chat, so on and so forth. Get you 1, 2, 3 entries into the raffle. Venmo's preferred. The QR code is in the corner of your screen. $5 gets you 1 entry on Venmo. $10 though and up, you get bonus entries. So you'll get 3 for $10, 4 for $15, 5 for $20, so on and so forth. And we're going to refresh Venmo here in just a bit, just before we get ready to do the giveaway. We're giving away an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Toasted store pick for the SVIP tier of the Bourbon Festival. I'm really looking forward to that. What's the age and proof on that toasted store pick? Green River and Bardstown makes some great, easy to find weeded. Yes, they sure do. Even just their shelfers are great, but then they're foolproofs and their foolproof picks.
Perfect.
Crazy good.
Great bottles.
All right, so we're caught up on chats.
All right.
Damn, this Hirsch, I'm telling you, Mr. Neat, this Hirsch was freaking amazing. I hope whoever wins this picks a sample of this, because it's just so freaking good. So you've gone through the bubblegum rye. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and get into my 5th, and then we got one more like small one after that. But this is actually, we're going to get into the small one first. And then do you want to pull up a hot take in the meantime? So this is another proof and wood. Again, they sent us a whole box full of stuff. This is the third box they sent us. This is a barrel or a bottle called. This is a bottle called Blame Canada. It's just a smaller sample bottle. I believe these are probably coming in around 5 ounce. I'll hold this sign up for everybody to see. So Blame Canada, barreled in 2001, bottled in 2024. So if you do the math, how old is this? It says 22 years old, but barreled in 2001, bottled 2024. It says 22 years old. It is a mash bill of 91 rye, 9% corn. Distilled in Canada, bottled in single barrels, proof range from 117 to 119. So a 22-year-old Canadian rye whiskey. And it's definitely the color of a Canadian rye whiskey.
For sure.
I mean, how many years do you think it would take for this Canadian, like this rye whiskey, to actually have color of some normal whiskey or bourbon?
60.
60 years? Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
We're gonna give this sucker a shot. Do you want to go ahead and add Lane to the deck? Lane's been camping down here. You should just be able to click right there, add to stage.
There it is.
Lane, we got you added now.
I have hold on. What?
Smells like beer.
Oh, good Lord have mercy. No, look at there's an email I got sent earlier from a marching band that I'm helping out with. But anyway, besides the point. Hello everyone. No, I'm actually not drinking beer, mister. Contrary to popular belief, I'm drinking bourbon.
Nice.
I am
All right.
drinking bourbon.
Not yet. You're drinking the Knob Creek 9 year, right?
I am drinking the Knob Creek here.
Yeah. So Lane, the first question I want you to answer for us and for everyone else is, what is it about a toasted that you like, that you prefer?
I mean, for me personally, this is just me, but I have a little bit of a sweet tooth, so I personally like if I'm eating a dessert and I want something alcoholic, I usually will try and go for like a toasted bourbon, or I'm looking at my bourbon thingamabob right now. What is that? The RD one. Is that the green label? Yeah, it's a green label. So like the green label or something like that. So it kind of adds to the sweet tooth that I have when I'm doing desserts. So that's kind of the main reason why I prefer that type of stuff. Oh, and I apologize for not drinking my bourbon in a Glencairn tonight. It's in a dishwasher. So
you solo cupping it? Oh my gosh, look at that, y'all. Lane coming in with the bourbon out of a solo cup. Lane, we love you though.
And it is filled with deliciousness too, so don't judge me.
Yeah, whatever you're drinking out of, we love you, buddy.
Just cough on a Knob Creek 9 year.
Look, this Blame Canada on the nose. It smells like a heavy lemon citrus beer is what it smells like. And look, everything starts out as beer. I think they call it like Distillers beer.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a lemon citrus beer, but on the palate, I mean, it's definitely rye heavy, and there's a lot of like green apple, maybe a tad bit of cinnamon.
That's why it keeps you really need to try and get your hands on a Sam Adams. I can't talk tonight. Sam Adams Utopia. You really need to try and get your hands on that, because I would be curious to see what you think of that.
Mr. Neat, try that. I mean, yes, I would like to try that as well. And really, before you go into the palate on that, it's like a green apple Jolly Rancher note, like mid palate, green apple Jolly Rancher. I mean, it's kind of interesting on the palate. The nose is definitely a turn off for me, just because it's more like that lemon citrus beer. It's like a lemon citrus beer. It's just, I don't know. And the palate's a little rye heavy.
It is.
But there's like a green apple Jolly Rancher mid palate.
That's the best one we've tried.
Oh,
that's the best
tonight?
No, that's the best high age Canadian.
Really?
We've tried. Yeah,
we tried those hazmats though.
Yeah,
you think that's better?
That's better. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You guys have any tips for me that lives in Bama looking for hard to get bottles? E.H. Taylor, not small batch, and the Wellers also have been looking for a Rio for a year.
I think Alabama's a control state, man.
I think they are a controlled state.
You kind of controlled states. You kind of just have to keep your head up, keep your eyes open for drops
keep your
and
head
stuff.
and keep your head up. Either that or just go across state lines to either like what Georgia and Tennessee,
right.
and
That's
make
tough.
and make those drive. Yeah, that is hard. Indiana's
tough.
not any better.
Move out of Bama, I guess. Not sure about agent proof. It's not here yet, and I wasn't in the barrel proof team that selected it. I don't know the team though, or I do know the team though, and their pallets line up with mine. So that's cool and all. That's just really cool. Period. But when we go down and do a pick, what I really love, because a lot of times we'll do giveaways, entries for those that can get it on a raffle to go on a barrel pick with us. I like when we all meet up. There's so many different pallets though.
Mm-hmm.
And we get like a nice debate going on. And honestly, the distilleries have all loved it too. Like, oh yeah, we absolutely love a great debate. To sit there and debate the different nose and palate and finish notes. And then we walk away with something that's what I feel is like superb. I mean, when you get a bunch of different palettes in there, and look, speaking of future barrel picks, we have a future one coming up August 4th, and this is freaking insane. So we're going to Willet. And Mr. I don't know if I give you the updated stuff on it. We're not just picking one, not just picking two, but we're picking 3 9 to 11 year purple tops. 3.
No way.
3.
And where is this at?
At Willet. We're picking 3 Willet family estate 9 to 11 year purple tops. 3 barrels.
Holy shit.
So we'll be doing that on August 4th. That's gonna be a hell of a good time. Amazing time. You're going to need to travel to find that stuff. From what I understand, the bourbon market in Alabama is worse than it is in Arkansas. Arkansas. Thought you forgot about him. Oh, yeah. No, I didn't forget about him. I seen him sitting down here in the deck. Like, Lane was being patient, just chilling.
I do have a lot of patience.
Pull the sweeter notes out of a medium to full-bodied cigar, in my opinion. Okay. That makes sense. It makes sense. So I've always kind of thought to like pair like a sweeter whiskey with a sweeter cigar.
Yeah.
And not necessarily like the opposite, but that makes sense that it may pull those notes out of that tobacco. I found 2 bottles in Myrtle Beach last month. I've never seen it anywhere else. Man, remind me not to move down south. 67 Joules. Oh my God. Lane, we did not read your comment earlier because of the 6-7.
But it wasn't necessarily. I, Lane Adonia Von Cassidy, was not the person that started the whole 6-7 thing in this chat. So let's just go with that.
And you do not get an entry for 67 Joules. I have a Cask and Thieves. Zebar Hoffman's pick of those Bardstown wheated. It's on another level compared to the 108 high wheat. Hoffman's in general is just doing great things. So that could be one reason why that's just so freaking good. The infamous Solo Cup.
Yeah. Red Solo Cup.
I think we all need to switch to Solo Cup, and then sometimes you have to use whatever vessel you have at the moment to sip your bourbon. No judgment.
Okay, so let me explain something for everybody.
Real quick, because then you can explain this. This is the next hot take. Then Glencairn,
anything else?
Whiskey glass, or Solo Cup. What should you drink your whiskey out of? Lane, go ahead.
So, okay, let me explain something to everybody here. So for those of you who don't know, I am very heavily involved in the marching arts activity. I travel quite a bit throughout the fall to go judge or work a show or blah blah blah. The hotel rooms that I stay in sometimes don't have glasses, so we have to use the coffee cups that we have in our rooms, that we just take them and go drink wherever the hell we're going, pre or before, before the show or after the show. So Jason here, one of my best friends who I love so dearly, even though he lives in Ohio, this man constantly picks on me because I'm drinking bourbon out of a red Solo cup. If that is the only thing that I have that is available to me, guess what I am going to do? Drink out of my best.
We lost you. I think we lost you, Lane.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, I am going to drink out of my good friend here, Mr. Red Solo Cup, and do what I got to do. Praise the Lord. Won't he do it?
Yeah. So the thing is like out of a Solo cup versus like a Glencairn, and even when you go to compare that to like a whiskey glass, so you don't get like the concentrated nose that you would get from a Glencairn, with the way that these are shaped and stuff like that, the way it allows some of the ethanol to escape, but yet you pull a lot of the concentrated notes from the nose. The Solo cups, I guess unless you're drinking out of like the little minis. But on a rocks glass or a Solo cup, the opening of the cup is like really large, so you're losing a lot. A lot is escaping. A lot of like the nosing notes that are escaping along with some of that ethanol, and then it's in plastic too. So sometimes those just plastic cups have a nose to them in general that smell like plastic. So glass, if you clean the glass the right way, where you don't leave a bunch of soap residue in there and stuff like that, all you're going to smell of a glass is just the whiskey. So I'm all for a Glen or some type of glass that's even similar to a Glen. Like there's others, they're slightly different shape, but a rocks glass, it's okay, but I think it's a little too opened up. I think it allows too many of the notes to escape.
Fair.
I agree.
So Lane, that's why we sent you a Glen that's in the dishwasher. So you can
It's got to get washed at some point.
enjoy the bourbon you're drinking even more than you already are. I mean, you drinking bourbon period right now. I mean, that's awesome. Glad you're drinking something really, really good. And that Knob Creek 9's not bad.
It's not. It's actually pretty good.
I'm in Indiana. Yep. I made a short trip to Ohio today and grabbed a couple 107s. So which part of Ohio did you find them in? I've seen them dropping in, those 107s throughout Ohio quite a bit, which is a good sign that you're seeing those kind of things pop up all over the place. Ohio has always been land of Weller. When is FT Wayne, the Fort Wayne Bourbon Fest? Enter the raffles for barrel picks. Just unfortunately, the Willet one is very limited. We won't have a giveaway on that one, but what we will do is we'll bring back the 3 picks and we'll have them on a live stream and we'll give samples away. Is what we'll do. We'll do that.
That'd be cool.
I've been on picks where everyone agrees and ones where it was a fight.
See that?
I've picked up a CYPB yesterday, but I love the 107s. The CYPB is supposed to be the best of the Wellers. I mean, I've gotten to try it a couple times. I mean, I don't know if it's the best. I mean, it's pretty good. So September 26th is the Fort Wayne Bourbon Fest.
See, I can never get out to bourbon festivals because they're during the fall. And what am I doing during the fall? Judging marching band.
Yeah.
So Colorado has been very fortunate with Weller lately.
Ooh.
Again, another good sign.
Yeah. World is healing.
You guys had to do Russell's 13 and thoughts.
Yeah, I tried it a couple weeks ago. I thought it was good. I thought it was really oaky. I don't think it was better than last year's. I think last year's has a beat.
Glencairn for the winning.
Oh.
Glencairn. All right. Paper cup in a hotel room. Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Or, like Cali Cat said, straight from the bottle sometimes. Whatever you have, but I prefer Glencairn.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect it.
Glencairn all the way if available, but drank in what you have. I honestly, Lane, I think right out of the bottle would have been better than that solo cup.
Probably.
That's just my
I
take.
can't do right out of I can't do right out of the bottle.
At least you ain't getting none of them microplastics. Glencairn or Perfect Dram are my favorite. The Bourbon Trail glasses are great for high proof. I don't think I've really checked out the Bourbon Trail glasses.
No.
I got one more bottle to crack. So Chilo Rocco really likes the Russell's 13. I'm sitting on a Russell's 13 from what? Is that the 25?
Yeah. It's the good one.
The good one. I haven't cracked it yet. I mean, Mr. Need has.
I got my bottle.
Yeah, he's got one. Absolutely phenomenal. We got another one here that hasn't been cracked, but I travel all over the U.S. and I always pack a Glen. Same here.
Can't drink alone.
Sometimes 4.
Yeah.
Like I
Sometimes
I brought 4 Glens when we went to Michigan.
Still wasn't enough.
Still wasn't enough. And then still lost one in a hotel room somehow. Yeah. Because we also bought some and were given some while we were up there, and then somehow lost one in a hotel room. So if anybody finds a TJ's Market Glen in a hotel somewhere around, let's just call it Detroit, it's ours. It's yours now.
I feel like one of these days you two are going to be doing some type of video that talks about the different glasses that you should drink bourbon out of and why you shouldn't drink out of a plastic cup.
Really?
I feel like you guys should do that because I mean you guys have quite an amount of knowledge out of what drinking glass you should be drinking bourbon out of and what you can get. It would be interesting to see you two do a video about that. And obviously, I know that you guys will be calling my ass out about drinking out of a goddamn solo cup.
There we go, Lane. This is for you. Yes, we can start a GoFundMe for some more Glens for Lane.
Hey, listen, I am a broke marching band designer, but I'm not that broke. Dang.
Didn't we have to send you a Glen?
Yeah, then what's the problem then?
Hey. The only reason why, listen, let me tell you something. I did not ask to be sent a Glencairn. Jason did that because he was shocked as I'll get out that I was drinking drinking bourbon out of a plastic cup. I did not ask. He did that. That was a choice.
Lane,
just felt bad for you.
Lane, you used to work in a liquor store that probably had Glens for sale every day.
Actually, no, we didn't. We did not. Payless Liquors, and I'm serious. I'm serious about this. Payless does not sell glasses. They did not sell glasses.
That's just not right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only way you were getting glasses if you were getting like a gift set. And even then it was only maybe the Jim Beams and 1 or 2 other things. Everything else you got a bottle and then a juicer or something of that matter. I use a glass carrier when I'm staying at a hotel. That way I have my favorite shaped glasses with me in case I find one while out hunting. Okay.
Find a great one while out hunting, yeah.
All right.
Or even just a shelfer. I'm telling you, I think just a shelfer is better out of a Glen. I mean, that's my opinion. That's a hot take. Lane obviously prefers the solo cup. So
look, I mean, I when I'm packing for these to go travel, I'm more concerned about making sure that I have clothes and what I need out of the necessities before I have a glass.
Well, hold on, that is a necessity
for the weekend.
You're supposed to pack those right next to your toothbrush.
Right next to my toothbrush.
So Jeremy says they have nice 3D Glen holder shaped like a barrel. Yep. I mean, I can't really go into a whole lot of detail because I don't own this design. It is not for sale. If you created this, I am not selling this. So just move on. But yes, these are cool. They do perfectly hold a Glencairn, but there's also some larger ones that hold 2 and 2-ounce sample bottles that are 3D printed that are really nice as well. Usually pack a variety when we are on the road. Ohio had them all over today, as well as Eagle Rare. At first we were gonna put the Eagle Rare 10 up against the JD 10, but I mean they're night and day difference.
Yeah, they are.
What's up,
Both good
Husky
bottles.
Dog? Isn't Husky Dog the one that said I should be making a YouTube video
I
it's a
think so.
YouTube channel
On fashion.
drink bourbon and talk about like random
Fashion.
stuff?
Yeah, I was like talking about fashion or something. I think it was because whatever jacket or whatever you were wearing last time.
Oh, the Spain jersey from the World Cup. Today I have on my Barcelona jersey.
Just ran into the no glass issue one time in Moab, Utah. Had to use plastic motel cups. Never again.
Yep.
Carry Glens wherever I go. Yep. Any recent viewers, please say hey. We want to interact with everyone.
We do.
And anyone new on this, go out there and check us out. Please subscribe to us. It would help us out a ton. Like this, like all of our other videos. Share it with everybody you know. Be a huge help. Also take at least 4 bubble baths. I'm just kidding. I at least take 4 bubble bottle sleeves just to safely get my bottles home. So Mr. Neat actually has a bag that holds 8 bottles. And Mr. Neat, you don't have to promote it entirely, but if you want to tell them about the bag you have and how it's extremely helpful.
Yeah, it's made by aged and ore.
Yep.
They make 4-bottle caddy, and they do make an 8-bottle caddy. It's basically just a bag with a big foam divider in it. It does hold 8 bottles of all different sizes. It's pretty heavy when you load it down, but I have I have dropped that out of a van at a barrel pick. Fell, flipped twice.
Starlight.
It was Starlight. It was very recently. I will never forget. It protected everything just fine. Everything was well protected. That thing did flip about 3 times out of a Sprinter van, but everything was fine. So
yep.
It is $100 though. So if it, it's got to fit your budget.
I mean,
but if you travel a lot, it's worth it.
Yeah, it's actually been quite nice. I mean, it's got the hand straps, it's got the shoulder strap, very durable.
Only use a shoulder strap when it's empty.
I mean, everything that we've packed in it, though, I mean, it's held up just fine. Yeah. We also usually pack along a box or 2 with us, like a case box that we'll put 6 or so bottles in or whatever. We'll have a couple of those with us as well. Those work pretty nice. But I know those bubble sleeves are cool. But sometimes they're just a pain in the ass to get your bottle in and out of those.
And they're bulky as hell, too.
Scott, hey, buddy, thanks so much for jumping on this live stream. We appreciate you. A glass episode would be worthwhile.
All right, here we go. We'll start drafting.
So, would it be frowned upon if we sipped some whiskey out of a wine glass?
I think that's a question.
Not necessarily. I've seen some people do that. I think I was judging at a show, and this was after, I think I was in Texas or New Mexico, and it was after a show, and I saw some people drinking bourbon it was bourbon or whiskey out of a wine glass. So I've seen it. You wouldn't be.
I mean, I've seen those stemmed Glencairns before. Like those are pretty nice. I mean, I still think a wine glass would be better. Not a champagne glass, but a wine glass would be better than a solo cup.
Like a legit.
One,
anything for you that doesn't involve plastic is better for you.
Pretty much. Correct. Hatfield, love you, buddy. Man? Thanks, man, for joining. Cheers to you. Let's talk about how the Ohio State Marching Band is the best damn band in the land.
Hey, you're talking to a Michigan fan, so let's move on from that.
Oh God! Oh shit! That lives in India.
Well, we moved here for better educational opportunities compared to Battle Creek, Michigan. So, and the church that I grew up in, was here, so we had valid reasons for coming here. He said
River City says
something.
he said something a couple weeks ago about Sam Adams cherry wheat is cherry bomb, and I agree. The cherry wheat is definitely better than they screwed up on. Yes, the cherry bomb.
Yeah, they did.
The Sam Adams cherry wheat always a nice beer to go to.
Yeah, I had mixed feelings about it from the jump, but after I tasted it, it's like, okay, yeah, we're done.
Yep, wine glass is still usually snifter shaped. Yep, I mean,
Yeah.
yep, that's why a wine glass I think would still work. It would look a little funky if we were pouring up some whiskey in it, but I don't know. Maybe we'll integrate it with a future like live stream or something instead of having all these like Glens and stuff out here. Which all my Glens are back here hidden by all these bottles, but maybe we'll have a bunch of like stemmed wine glasses instead. Like maybe we'll do that.
Just get one. Just get one of each different glass. It doesn't even have to be a bunch of wine glasses. Just get one of each glass. So get a Glencairn, a Highball, or
I think it'd look good with like a whole row of high stemmed wine glasses, and then a couple others.
possibly. Would you
I've
try to
learned a
get
trick.
yourself drunk over a video?
It's not the first time.
I've learned.
Lord.
I've learned a trick where I take the plastic bag from the store, and the bottles slide out easier. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't think about that because I mean that glass sticks right to that plastic, and it does. Yeah, I mean that's pretty good.
When I travel, I will take one of my t-shirts that I'm packing for the weekend, and I will wrap whatever bottle I'm taking down to the show. I will wrap that in a t-shirt. But then what I'll do is I'll put it in the middle and put other stuff on top of it and put some stuff on the bottom of it so that way it doesn't get like smashed or anything.
So Seth at Detling, which we love Seth. Seth is amazing. Chatted with him a couple times. And Brandon at Brutally Honest, which that's like one of Seth's really good friends. Use Masters Glens. You guys have any of those type Glens? I honestly have no idea what a Masters Glen is.
Masters Glen. Hang on.
What is? So Mr. Neat's going to go ahead and pull it up right now and see what a Masters Glen is. The sign says in the Columbus airport, we're glad you are here, even if you are from Michigan. Oh, bro, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny right there. Why isn't there a disposable Glen? Well, there is.
There is if you throw hard enough.
Right. If you throw it hard enough. That's a Master's Glen.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a little fatter at the base, looks like. A little shorter, a little fatter at the base. So it's like a fat, stubby Glen. We do not have any of those.
Offensive.
They look interesting though. You said expensive?
I said that's offensive.
Offensive.
Fat and
Okay.
stubby.
Oh my God.
So a disposable Glen, well, that again would probably be plastic because a disposable glass Glen would get pretty costly. So then a disposable plastic Glen, at the end of the day, you're drinking out of plastic. No. Hatfield, no. No.
Oh my God.
Hatfield, we love you, but no. River City, I had a wine glass that was round, but like a whiskey glass that I got from Gatlinburg. Unfortunately, it broke. Was it disposable?
It is now.
Lord.
Not disposable, disposed of.
So we have a ton of slots open for folks to join our live stream. Jump on camera, share your thoughts, share your pour, show your face to everyone. Don't be shy. The link is pinned in the comments. Hop on, join us, have fun. I'm revealing one more bottle, and then we're going to get into the giveaway. So the time is running out for you to get in on the giveaway of 5 samples. Your pick of what we have out here, which so far we have 9. We're about to have 10, so you can pick 5 of the 10, your choice. Super chats, Venmo preferred, the jewels, whatever the jewels are, the family jewels or whatever they called,
I don't know what they called them.
the YouTube family
right.
jewels.
God, you were
I mean,
you. I know you were only like 42, 43 years old, but the way you talk sometimes, especially with what you just said right now, you sound like a 70-year-old man
the
that really,
family jewels.
that there, I don't know what it is, but it's some
That
weird residual
they're
thing.
from
Where
Kentucky.
you might as well be sitting on a stool with a pistol in your hand, getting ready to shoot kids with a BB gun, talking about get off my lawn.
Oh my lord! Great live stream tonight, guys. I gotta be up early to head to Detroit for the day. Glad I found your channel. Have a great night and better weekend. Beach Sand Bourbon. Thank you. We appreciate you. Hope your weekend's good as well.
Hell yeah.
It sucks that you got to get up early. Hopefully, what you're heading to Detroit for is worthwhile. Hit some of those liquor stores while you're there.
Gotta hit TJ's Market.
This is
Yep,
another
go
bottle I bought from Total
north
Wine.
of Hittenstein. There was talk about disposable Glens, but Glen Karen refuses to do it.
Yeah.
That sounds like a true Karen.
Aw, that's not right.
The benefit of
Keep that is so wrong on so many levels, but continue.
the benefit of a small rim wine glass is your hands don't heat the pour up when holding it. True.
Sometimes you gotta heat it up though.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes on a if your bourbon's a little cool, sometimes you got to warm it up.
Buenas
see,
noches.
what's
Buenas
that?
noches.
What's that Hirsch? Well, Hatfield. You know what? If you would have joined us when we started this live, you would have known. I'll share with you anyway. So this is a pick that we got out of Texas Mart while we were in Michigan. 72, 13, 15 Willet, 7-year, 5-month. This is the Hirsch Double Oaked, 117 proof. Freaking phenomenal. Phenomenal.
That's pretty good.
This was a surprise bottle I decided to drop in tonight's live as a banger. I've been looking for this bottle for a long time. Could have ordered it forever ago online, but what's the fun in that? I wanted to hunt and find it, and I found it. Very good.
Yep.
God, so freaking good. Good night for sure. Heading to bed. Good night, River City.
Buenas noches. Bon nuit.
Appreciate you.
Bon nuit.
We're gonna have your entries. Don't worry. We know what your real name is on the Venmo.
Pouring myself more bourbon of something else.
Yeah, right. That was a lot.
Not really.
Glug,
It
glug,
really
glug, glug,
wasn't
glug, 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 glug.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm opening a new bottle and physics happened within a bottle. Oh.
All right, what'd you crack?
Hold on. Let me put this thing back on the bottle and I can tell you.
It looked like Starlight.
The Starlight. Yeah, it's a Starlight. This is the small batch bourbon whiskey, 92 proof.
God, it hurts so good. Jeez Louise.
Excuse me for not having expensive taste like you do, sir.
Hirsch is amazing. All right, so the last bottle coming out here in a second, but there's a few little bonus things that are going to be given away tonight as well. So whoever wins this race, the giveaway of the 5 samples, how we were just at Bullet and did a store pick, which I don't even think really talked about Bullet because we were at we talked about Starlight, but we also went to Bullet and Jephthah Creed. We picked a barrel from Bullet. We picked 2 barrels from Jephthah Creed. Those tours and picks and all those videos and things like that to be up on our YouTube channel here before long, but we do have some really good barrels coming from them as well. There is a Bullet notepad, like a little notebook. It has a Bullet pen. These were provided to all of us to kind of write down our tasting notes and things like that. But my palate and stuff like that is so good, I don't need to write stuff down. So I didn't write in it purposely so I could give it away to a lucky individual. On top of that, there's a Bullet bar spoon that is Bullet branded down here in the bottom. that will be included with these samples, as well as a Bullet ice mold. And it is branded Bullet. It is that flexible silicone, nice cubed mold for your rocks glass or your red Solo cup, whatever you're drinking out of.
Wow. Okay.
So
you are so glad I'm being nice to you right now, because I would be lighting your ass up in all 7 languages that I speak right now. Don't even try me.
Stan, we did not get to try the 20-year. I begged and pleaded with them to let me try a 20-year, and there was none. There was none in the distillery whatsoever. So they produced some, sold it, and then they put a halt on it for some reason or another. And there was not any even sitting at the distillery. The ambassador that did our pick and everything with us, she didn't even get to try it yet. So, and she's been on the hunt for one of those bottles as well. I was really hoping to be able to score a 20-year or at least try it. Nope, did not freaking happen. I was bummed out. Starlight Cigar is pretty good. The Starlight Cigar is very good.
It's pretty good.
Even though it's a finish, it's very good. I like the Blackberry in Lemonade for a hot day. Starlight's Blackberry, yes, that's the best Blackberry whiskey that I've tried.
Yeah.
What I have not got to try that looks very, very good as well is Purple Toad. Purple Toad now has a Blackberry whiskey out as well that I bet is really, really good. So much better. I mean, at least a Starlight anyway, so much better than like a Jack Daniels and a Crown Royal that tastes like fake, like imitation Blackberry. All right, last bottle. Holy crap, 2 hours, 48 minutes live streaming. This bottle, they sent us in a nice box. So the Proof and Wood Curated Collection, Seasons 2024. If y'all can see that. I'll pull the bottle out. So again, this is Seasons 2024 Curated Collection, Extraordinary North American Whiskey. It's Canadian whiskey, Kentucky whiskey, American light whiskey, and Indiana rye all blended together. Nice medallion on the front of it, and it is coming in at 112.7 proof. On the back, again, every whiskey has a story. This exquisite whiskey features Canadian whiskey from 2000 and 2001, Kentucky corn whiskey distilled in 2013, American light whiskey from 2016, and rye distilled in Indiana, so MGP, in 2015 and 2016. So one heck of a blend. I'll tell you, the color is coming across more like a Canadian than anything. It's pretty light.
Yeah.
Nice packaging, beautiful box. Hopefully the juice inside is as good as the marketing on this. We're going to crack it, try it, tell y'all what we think. And of course, it's going to be up for the giveaway. Again, Dave, thank you for sending this to us.
Nice pop.
Decent pop. Mr. Neat's got a Glen already sitting out here. He's excited to try it.
More curious and excited.
I sense the anticipation in his face.
You sense it, you don't see it.
I can see that you are filled with anticipation. That's the one thing that I've noticed about you two is that when you two try stuff, I can see the anticipation and the excitement and the suspense in your faces. But you two are I will say that you two are very assiduous with your work, so that's very good.
Assiduous. Can you break that down for me? That was sixth grade education.
It's very assiduous. It's very perspicuous for your vocabulary, but assiduous. ASSIDUOUS. Assiduous.
Yeah, let's skip all that shit. What does it mean?
Assiduous. That means you guys are you're basically what's the best way of saying this? You work hard you work hard for the stuff. You're very hard workers. You take your craft very seriously. Let's say that.
Work hard, play hard. Real quick, Jeremy, thank you, buddy. If you're already gone, sorry. Thanks for joining. We appreciate your support each and every time.
Nice
The
meeting
recommendations you gave us when we were traveling through Michigan into Fort Wayne. We appreciate you. We're going to look into the Fort Wayne Bourbon Fest. Hopefully we can make something happen. But yes, as Jeremy said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We'd appreciate you. DJ says, threw in a sample of the Starlight weeded to, wow. Okay. Throw in all right. So just a recap for those that may not have been at the beginning, we were talking about our Starlight pick. DJ was there with us. Fuck, I got to go around the corner to grab that bottle. I'll grab that here in just a second, but DJ was able to score the very last bottle of a distillery release from Starlight that was their wheated whiskey. We all got to try it at their bar for free. Fabulous. We were going to crack it and we were going to review it as an outro before we release the Starlight Hold Tour and Pick video, but I'll bring it out so everybody can see it, and it will be available, I guess, tonight as a 2-ounce pour for the winner. Damn, that's generous. Very generous. That's a very good bottle. And
Yeah,
DJ scored the very last one. There was 2 when we got there.
There was 0.
We kind of wrapped up our pick, came back downstairs to the bar. One of those was just walking out. There was one left. DJ put his hands on it and then handed it over to us and said, guys, take this home with you, review it in your studio, and then just get it back to me when you're done. I mean, that is crazy. Now he's willing to give a sample away. That is insane. Maybe it's Good Sam Canadian whiskey. That's funny. Can we hear it in a sentence?
We already heard it in a sentence.
That is
It didn't
hilarious.
help.
That is hilarious.
There's a lot of you're talking to an English minor. You guys are on a live stream with the English minor here. So there are some words that you guys that I've said that you do not know. So just be warned here. And I was not being facetious about that.
Before I grab the wheated whiskey and show you all that from Starlight, this Proof and Wood, the Seasons 2024, that's blended with all these different whiskeys in it. On the nose, Mr. Neat, you know what this reminds me of? That Found North Snow Day.
Oh, no. I don't think so at all.
You don't think so?
No.
So Found North Snow Day, I mean, maybe that one's a bit more complex, but this reminds me of that.
This is really flat.
Real what?
This is super flat.
Mr. Neat needs some coffee beans or something.
It's super ethanol heavy.
No. Now, on the palate is a different story. The nose is Found North.
I don't even think though.
The palate is a bit different. The palate's
really
I think
light.
needs some work.
So it must be a developmental thing. So it develops as it goes, right? So at the start, it's bland, and then at the end, it's probably what gives it its name. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Ay caramba! I need to get you to a marching band contest soon.
So, I mean, the palate of this is like all up front, and it's more rye heavy. It's more like Canadian rye heavy on the palate than anything, like way up front, and it rides like clean through.
So developmental. If I'm talking about developmental, and this is even when you listen to a judge's tape of mine, if you ever get to listen to one, it talks about how it gets better and better as it goes, right? So on the nose, it sounds like Mr. Neat is on the nose. He makes it sound like it's pretty shitty, but for you, it sounds like it gets better and better. Right.
No,
so if
not.
it gets to the back
better,
end,
better.
it possibly, but I mean, it hasn't gotten to the back end yet. So it could possibly get better and better.
We've taken several sips.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Report that I just heard.
I disagree.
Sorry.
I mean, this was a fresh crack, so it might open up a little bit. I mean, I think the nose is actually pretty good. Like you can definitely nose all the different blends that are in there, I think it's good. I think the nose is good. The palate, on the other hand, the palate is like Canadian rye up front and through.
Yeah.
Like through and through. So I think the Canadian rye part of it portion, which I don't know the percentages that they used in this blend, but I think the Canadian rye needs to be dialed back some. Was there any other? Yeah, and then there's the, well, they call it Canadian whiskey, but you know what really is the difference? And then there's the rye from MGP. So one of the two or both needs to be dialed back a little bit. I think that it's a little rye heavy on the palate. The nose is great. If they dial that rye back, how would the nose change? I think nose would actually end up being a little bit darker. And honestly, the distillate might even be a little bit darker.
Yeah.
I mean, don't adjust the MGP rye. Maybe make total adjustments to the Canadian whiskey that's in it.
Yeah. I'd say pull it.
Well, you wouldn't be able to pull it because then I don't think it would be like the blend that they're after. There'd have to be, I mean, maybe 1%.
Just drink the
1%
just drink the damn thing out of a solo cup. Maybe it might be better.
Nah, then it'd be really bad. I could plan another day of hunting around here for the next time down. Found a few gems I want to do a video on. So next time through, hit me up if you need more festival info. Absolutely. We definitely got to connect with so many of y'all. So many. Well, we've made so many like new friends. I mean, this is awesome. I love this. How do we get one of the bottles from your pick? Well, so we partner with a retailer in Northern Kentucky. A large retailer has 30 stores called Good Spirits. Unfortunately, they don't offer shipping. And now some of these Good Spirits also owns like Party Towns, and there's some other stores as well. But again, no shipping. Unfortunately, you would have to either find somebody that's coming through Northern Kentucky, lives near Northern Kentucky, or you yourself commute to Northern Kentucky to grab them. That unfortunately would be the only way as of now anyway.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go run around and grab this bottle of the Starlight Wheated just so everybody can see it. And then finally, we're gonna pull Venmo. We're gonna tally all the names. We're gonna get this race going. We're 3 hours in. I wanted to try to cap the sucker at 2. Yeah. It's awesome that we still have as many viewers on here as we do. We appreciate y'all. Man, Mr. Neat, that nose really isn't that bad on that.
May not be that bad, but I don't think it's that great. It's just me, though.
Man, I might have to call the producer in for this one because I don't think I could fit through this equipment.
There was something I really wanted to say, but I'm gonna be nice.
Like what?
No. No, not tonight. Absolutely not. Because you try, Mr. Neat, you trying to get me in trouble. Absolutely not.
What were you gonna say, bud?
No, not tonight. Esta noche no es la día que me voy a decir palabras muy malas con vosotros. No. Hell to the no. Chine de raíz tu muri.
So I got the producer coming in off camera.
Languages.
I need that bottle right there in front of that bag.
With my big ass. I'm gonna knock the whole thing over.
Don't pull cord.
Oh my God.
I think the producer is a Mrs. Is she a
DJ,
Miss?
you would do this to us. You would do this to us, DJ. Yes. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Stop. Shut up. You lied, fucker.
You definitely tilted the camera.
I'm too buzzed for this shit.
That's funny. All right, so DJ says sorry. Nah, it's all good, DJ. All right, so here's the bottle. Again, nice medallion on the front, single barrel wheat whiskey, 7 years old, 116 proof. Hopefully y'all can see it. The lighting. This was a distillery exclusive. We have not cracked it yet. It will be soon.
Okay.
If somebody selects this as one of their winning pours. If not, we're going to crack it when we wrap up the whole Starlight Pick video. All right, I'm pulling Venmo. So this is everybody's last chance. DJ, is this you on here? You getting in on the giveaway? All right, so that's a weird dollar amount. Andrew sent us some money, but it's like in between 1 and 2 entries. It's just, that's weird.
Hold up. Do I know this person?
Who?
Really?
Oh,
Never
no,
mind, continue.
no, different Andrew.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So Andrew, I'm not sure if Andrew's still on. Put Andrew down for 1 entry, and he tipped us $1. That's cool. And now we're going to read names off of Venmo. These obviously aren't your YouTube handles. So William, last initial P, 3 entries. Ian, which is Crappie Cat, 3 entries. Scott Gallagher with 5. Holy cow. Scott wants to win this. DJ says just supporting the channel, aka wants some really good pours. So put DJ down for 5. Holy cow. And then Samuel M with 1.
Samuel M with 1.
With 1. I just refresh again. That's it. I do want to go to the very start of our chats real quick because somebody did something with some of those jewels. But I don't know if they gave us jewels or they were just talking about the jewels, the family jewels or whatever it was. Might take us a minute to get back to the top. I want to say it was FOMO. Yeah, right there, 10 jewels. FOMO gave us 10 jewels. Gold coin thing.
See, right there.
We
Right
appreciate
there.
that. Well,
You literally just proved my point about how old you sound.
I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, so go ahead and you know what? We're gonna honor that. FOMO, put FOMO down. This, for 1, you just did.
Yep.
And then Cali Cat gave us 6, 7.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. God is so good. I'm sorry.
So William P, I believe, is Chill Will Rocco. So I'm getting here. So, but we got you down as William P. So I don't want to be a winner. You want to be a loser?
Jason,
DJ,
really?
DJ, we love DJ.
That's some bone teeth shit right there.
DJ is a really good friend of ours. Same. I don't want to be entered. Oh, fine. Like, does everybody just want to not be entered? Like, we can make this real easy. So do you take Cali Cat off?
What you gonna do? Just pick Black Jesus as the winner or something?
I'm just going to keep everything for myself.
DJ coming off.
DJ, I guess, is coming off. DJ,
Hey.
we appreciate your support.
You know what? You know what? I got a question for you.
Missed
Yeah,
mine.
and-
Missed mine. So I guess, Nick, did you have one? We missed you?
That's a D minor
Oh,
chord.
yeah,
I
we
just
did.
heard
Never
on my
mind. Hang on,
TV.
hang on, hang on. Holy shit. Maybe we missed a few more than that. Oh, we did. Holy shit. Okay, so Nick's got 3. Grant's got 3.
Mm.
And then you got the Andrew with the 1 plus $1 tip. That was the one we started with.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, we got you now. We got you now. Sorry about that. Thanks for calling that out. I mean, after 10 or 11 pours, I mean, do you expect anything different? I like samples. Samples and bullet stuff. That's a crazy big prize.
Yeah, for $5.
Yep, for potentially
All you gotta do
$5.
is $5.
Yeah, and Hirsch. Holy crap. Yeah, we got some great bottles out here. JD10.
Yeah.
Proof of Wood Seasons 2024. These Polish sausage ryes. No, that's funny. And then the one I started out with, which was on the last live stream, this is a 10-year Mare Pringery. That's MGP. And then oh my God, the infamous bubblegum rye. All right, y'all. So we're gonna, yep, Venmo. Yep, we got you. Free whiskey is the best whiskey.
Hail to the yeah.
Oh gosh. So we're gonna put y'all on hold for a second. Lane, we're gonna leave you in here. We're gonna let you run the live stream for a minute. So don't let us down. And then once we
Okay.
get all the names added to the race, we will be right back and we're gonna kick this sucker off. It's all you, Lane.
All right. Okay, so apparently this whole thing is on me. So obviously I don't have control to the comments that I can see the comments, but I can't do what Jason does. So if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to ask. You can ask about me. You can ask about what's on the TV screen right now. Ask me any questions. You are more than welcome to. They are great. They are great. Am I a soccer fan? So I do call it football, but yes, I am. Obviously, I watched every single match that I possibly could with the World Cup. Love the. It was one of the worst matches I ever saw, but happy that Spain won. I've been a lifelong Spain and England fan, and Brazil for as long as I can remember. Yeah, Barcelona. Big Barcelona fan. I have a membership with Barcelona actually. So yep, big fan. Big lifelong Barcelona fan. Yep. Yeah. Erling Haaland. You know, there's been interesting talks with him with Barcelona over the last year or so. I'm curious to kind of see how long those talks are going to go, but obviously, you know, we are trying to go for Julian Alvarez, but Erling Haaland, look, the way that guy puts the muscle through the ball to hit a striker, look, man, that when that thing's in the net, that thing's in the net, and nobody is stopping that. So, uh, if Three Poor Decisions created a Discord, would you join? It would offer a live virtual to hang out. I have a Discord, um, so obviously I would join it. Um, I I'm curious to see if they would do something like that for sure. They should. They probably should get Erling, but they have their eyes on Julian. I think part of it is because he's already there. He's in La Liga. He's already gone against Barcelona, so he kind of knows their system. And Barcelona, or excuse me, Atletico Madrid, they kind of play a little bit of a different system. A different system, but kind of the same system, but a little bit different. So he does kind of know a little bit of Barcelona. So I kind of understand why they're trying to go after him. They should do a video where fans choose the bottles they drink and try. Hell yeah, I'm down for that. I feel like there should be a cap on it before we get them drunk, though. Just saying.
All right, y'all, we're back. Hopefully, Lane covered for us pretty well.
We can't hear you.
Can you hear us? Hello? Huh? Oh, you can? Lane, can you hear
I
us?
still can't hear you.
Is he bullshitting? Can y'all hear us?
I'm actually working on a Discord for them. Hell yeah.
so-
Lane, it's on you, bro.
Yeah, so DJ is working on a Discord for us.
Oh yeah.
Just putting the finishing touches. So everybody can hear. Grant, thanks for hanging out with us so long. Appreciate you. Lane, can you hear us yet? It's a malfunction on Lane's end.
Yeah, I'm going through the YouTube channel, so it might be pretty behind.
But can you hear us? I'm going to remove and add Lane back.
Yes, I can.
Can you hear us?
Okay. Well, we're just going to roll with this. All right. So we got everyone added to this. There's 26 total names.
Can you hear me now?
Lane, we've been able to hear you, buddy, this whole time. There's 26 total names between everybody getting, 1,
Can you
2,
hear me
3,
now?
5.
Wow,
Lane, we can hear you.
Hold on.
So we're going to go ahead and run this right now for 1.5 minutes. This is the go-kart races. Good luck to everyone. Here we go. We have Scott G out in front. All right, there's a whole bunch of names in this list. A lot of race left. Lane, are you able to hear yet? Lane, are you able to hear us?
That's a negative.
I guess not.
Okay,
52 seconds
can
left.
you hear me now?
Lane, we've been able to hear you, buddy, this whole time.
Holy. I used to do NASCAR and Formula One sim racing, so this kind of brings back a little bit of memories.
Nice.
Can you hear us?
Everybody is clustered up right now in this race. Who's going to make some moves in the last 30 seconds to win 5 samples? Their choice. If you want 5 of all 1, that's fine. We can make that happen. And then the bullet little extras. We also got the weeded in here from Starlight. 15 seconds left. Who's going to make some moves? Like, holy crap, they're still all clustered together.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Muted. Grant making a move.
Here we go.
Grant. Grant for the win.
Grant, I think you've been on every single duck race and you haven't won a single time. So it's
Yep.
about time you won one.
Yeah, so congratulations, Grant. Click the link in the pinned comment for the Google form. Fill that sucker out. Let us know the 5 samples you want. The bullet items are here for you as well. And let me clear this off the screen. And we'll just roll through the bottles one by one. Let me bring Lane back on. Lane, can you hear us?
Yes, I've been able to hear you for the last minute and a half.
Oh, cool. Okay. Glad you're back with us. All right.
The
So
number 1 car was rigged. Oh my God. Wow. Okay.
So everybody's congrats, Grant. Congrats, Grant. Congrats, Grant. Number 1 car was rigged. That's funny. And it was Grant who said that.
Sim racing, so I know what I used to do sim racing on Xbox, so I know what that life is like.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh gosh. All right, so running through the bottles one more time. So we got the Mayor Pingree 10-year store pick. It's 10-year MGP. The Proof and Wood, The Stranger. This is a Polish whiskey, 8 years. Proof and Wood, The Globe. This is another Polish rye whiskey finished in rum barrels. It's also French oak aged. We got the Hirsch, the single barrel double oak pick, 7 years, 5 months. Willet, coming in at 117. The Starlight Weeded, distillery only release, 7 years at 116 proof, uncracked yet, so you could be the first one to get a pour of this, Grant, from this bottle anyway. The Proof and Wood Seasons 2024, and then Mr. Neat, share the other 4.
Jack Daniels 10-year batch 5, 97 proof. New Riff Red Turkey Wheat, 100 proof bottle and bond, 5 years old. The Rare Character Barely Legal Bourbon, 120.52 proof, 7 year, 2 months old. And Bubblegum Rye out of Mammoth Distilling up in Holland, Michigan.
Well, you want to talk about a mystery box? Good God.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone. Grant says, fun fact, I pre-filled out the form not knowing what it was for. Even though, Grant, look, sorry, buddy, we really love you too. But when you open the form, it says winner's form.
Grant, you ain't never been a winner, bub.
So you filled out the winner's form.
Hey, listen. Grant, even though I don't know him and I've never met him, he is considered a friend because he took time to recognize my football jersey, Barcelona. So he's a good friend. So don't pick on him too much for not knowing.
No.
What he did.
It's all good. We love Grant. We know Grant.
He's a good friend.
Like, yep, he's been on picks with us, or a pick with us. Make sure to get the neck pour. And hey, last minute hot take: neck pour, good or bad?
What is a neck pour for people who don't know?
It's the pour that's up in the neck of the bottle, like so. So fresh crack. So usually Mr. Neat had to step away, walk away laughing here. So wow. Okay, let me grab a bottle here. This one's been uncracked. So you see how there's some whiskey up in the neck of that? And it's a fresh crack. So fresh crack, there hasn't really been any air oxidation to this. So fresh crack poured out, your first pour, which is always the neck pour. There's some opinions out there that the neck pour isn't as good as the rest of the pours out of the bottle once it opens up for a second. And there's others that say that is BS and the neck pour is great. So
I feel like because I know Mr. Neat was laughing at me. I feel like this should be a regular thing where whenever you guys live stream, I should join in like the last hour or hour and a half where I provide the comedy, so that way you guys can pick on me a little bit.
So Lane's like, save the neck for me, Clark. Make sure to get the neck pour. Save the neck for me, Clark. That's funny.
Why? So that way so that way I can be a pixie dust spreader, barking for the yak warmer on a tilt-a-whirl. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, I think so. Exactly. Jacob, I'll text you my picks. I'm old and going to bed. Not old. But okay, I mean, go to bed. You won. Congrats. Hopefully you sleep great tonight knowing that you won. And you won some cool bullet stuff too. And we'll include some stickers with this win as well. You honestly should probably go back and just refill out the form again. Correctly this time, maybe. Great shows. See y'all next time. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for your support, contributions. Every 2 weeks we live stream. Join us next time. We're always bringing out nice bottles. We got some that are uncracked from Michigan still, and we're going to bring out. And we're gonna raffle them off. Shake the bottle, then it's really a neck pour.
Hey,
Funny.
look,
Listen,
you might run into, and I'm serious about this. You might have someone that could possibly run into. You could run into a person that may not know what a neck pour means. I mean, I'm serious about that. I'm serious. There could be some rando that lands on this YouTube channel and knows jack diddly shit about what bourbon and what all of this lingo that you speaketh, and you probably I'm telling you, you guys are very assiduous workers. But listen, let me tell you something. You may not know. All right, so let this be a very perspicuous comment to you.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Oh Lord. One of these days I'm gonna do an English vocab video on 3 poor decisions. Perspicuous means beneficial. Perspicuous. P-R-O.
Why don't you just say beneficial then?
Because
what the hell?
Because I like using my education.
What does that even mean, bro? Just say beneficial.
Perspicuous.
Just say beneficial.
P-R-O-F-I.
I'm never gonna use the word, man. I'm never gonna use the word. I'm just gonna say beneficial.
You could.
I'm never gonna use the word.
P-R-O-F-I-C-U-O-U-S. Perspicuous.
Jeez.
Beneficial. B-E-N-I-F-I-C-A-L.
Why did this brother spell the word out? God damn it.
Oh my gosh.
All
right.
I love you, man. You're funny as fuck. God damn it.
We're gonna get ready to hop off here. We're going on 3.5 hours now in this live stream. I mean, ton of fun. Again, we're like an hour and a half over what we were planning on trying to keep it at.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a ton of fun. Lane, thanks for joining again. It's always great to have you on here.
Comedy Central. I'm telling you, I feel like people. I'm telling you, I feel like you all should just have me on for like the last half hour to an hour, where it could just be Comedy Central, where you fuckers could pick on me for half.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe we will. Maybe we will. Stan, good night, buddy. So we are officially ending this. Thank you everyone who's still with us right now, and thank you to everyone who was on here that jumped off to go to sleep. For joining us, hanging out with us, supporting us, subscribing to us, everything like that. Be sure to share this with everybody you know. We'll be back live streaming with y'all in 2 weeks with more amazing bottles and giveaways. And in the meantime, check out our other videos on YouTube of the tours, picks, hunts, reviews, things like that. And just remember, until next time, there are no bad decisions.
Just 3 poor decisions.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, y'all.